porn out there at the moment. No two ways about it.
Here we go again. Last night's abort rocket. Was so looking forward to that. That was that 5th time that was that rocket was used. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But we'll have to wait and see. I do have a little video here about it somewhere. So we'll play this, and it'll be a replay from last night. Press play, Terry. No name. What?
Where?
I'm hearing
How?
myself.
I don't think I did.
And it's not me this time.
I reckon all you guys, if you get a chance, go down to the supermarket and buy some toilet rolls, because I reckon there's going to be a shortage soon.
Yeah. Good idea.
Oh, wait. Oh, bugger.
Hmm?
I'm too late.
You too late?
Yeah. All the toilet rolls.
Well, when they start selling it square by square, we'll be starting to get worried.
Yeah, that's when you start panicking.
Yeah, that's when I'd be worried.
I would also recommend, instead of panic buying toilet paper, get you some Metamucil, guys. I mean, look, nobody's too old, nobody's too young for Metamucil. It's a great way to clean the pipes out, and you use a lot less toilet paper. So
I was going to say, could we change our diet to suit that, so we'd only need to go once a month or something?
Ooh, you don't want that. That's
No.
That would cause problems on the inside, Terry.
Yeah.
I think that's how John Wayne and Elvis died.
They could manufacture certain cork devices.
What you could do though, Terry?
I think they do have certain devices at the moment.
You could go get You could go get a colon cleansing.
I was thinking the same thing, Pete.
And you wouldn't have to wipe.
Silver nitrate, right?
No, it's the stuff they give you to drink before you go and get a colonoscopy, and it cleans you out.
Oh boy, does it ever!
Mm-hmm. Us oldies know what it's all about.
The best way: half a cup of Celtic sea salt in half a litre of warm water. Drink that. That'll clean you out. Quick, smart.
Sit down with a big bowl full of port-soaked prunes.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you finish those bad boys, you will be cleaned right out.
Ian says, I don't buy too much bog roll. 500 rolls is an absolute minimum for me to feel safe.
Or you can go eat some fish what's gone off. That'll clean you out too.
Yeah, no.
Taco Bell.
At least if you're eating the port-soaked prunes, you've got something making things bearable at the same time.
Well, we could relabel all the chocolate bars in the confectionery section. Just have laxatives inside of them.
Yeah.
You mean give them names like I shit you not?
500 rolls is an absolute minimum for Keno to feel safe.
Yeah, that's what I just read. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you got to put it as I don't buy too much bog roll. 500 rolls is absolute minimum for me to feel safe. Yeah, exactly. I'm just waiting for the P word out in the peanut gallery or wherever. And not you, no name.
I already said it. It's too late. Cat's out of the bag.
I'll meet your ass.
No takebacks.
Just call me Nathan.
Sheeple's got you. Sheeple's got you.
Okay.
Sheeples. He's on top of a mountain, trying to find a curve still.
Good morning. It's Sunday, March 15th, and you're looking at a live view of Falcon 9 as it awaits its 9:23 a.m. Eastern launch from Pad 39A at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Hello from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. My name is Jesse Anderson, and I'm a lead manufacturing engineer here at SpaceX. You're watching a live webcast for our 6th Starlink mission and our 6th mission overall this year in 2020. For those of you who aren't familiar, Starlink is a constellation of satellites that can provide high-speed, low-latency internet all over the globe, particularly in remote or rural areas where connectivity is limited or completely unavailable. Today's mission will also be the first time we are flying a booster for the 5th time. Most recently, this booster flew on our 2nd Starlink mission back in November. In fact, the first missions of 2020 were also carried out by flight-proven Falcon 9s. Just like our first stages, we are also starting to reuse our fairings. Today, we are flying a reused fairing which previously flew on our first Starlink mission. We'll also get a brief update on our Starship program and some of the latest developments that production line in Boca Chica, Texas. With that, all systems are go for an on-time liftoff this morning.
Hello, my name is Michael Andrews and I'm a supply chain supervisor here at SpaceX. You're looking at a live view of our Falcon 9 rocket, our 70-meter, 2-stage, liquid-fueled launch vehicle getting ready for liftoff from our 39A launch site at Florida's Kennedy Space Center. While we have some time, let's discuss the components of that vehicle. The bottom 2/3 of it is our first stage. It accelerates the vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere to the edge of space with the help of 9 Merlin engines. And today we'll be attempting to recover that first stage for our 5th time on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You. It's currently stationed about 350 nautical miles northeast of the Cape. And above that first stage is our second stage. It has a single Merlin engine known as our Merlin vacuum or MVAC engine, and it ignites after first stage separation. This second stage will carry our batch of 60 Starlink satellites to an altitude of about 440 kilometers above the Earth's surface. From there, they will use their individual propulsion systems to move up to their operational altitude over time of 550 kilometers. The Falcon 9 you see on the pad there has been loading propellants since T-minus 35 minutes. As a reminder, we use a hybrid mix of rocket-grade kerosene, known as RP1, and super-chilled liquid oxygen, known as LOX, to power the Falcon 9. Currently, our RP1 is nearly fully loaded on the first stage, that bottom 2/3 of the vehicle, and for our second stage, it's fully loaded with RP1. The LOX loading is underway on both stages still, and that will actually continue to be topped off until the last minute of our countdown. And at the very top of the rocket is our stack of 60 Starlink satellites. They're safely enclosed within the 17-foot diameter payload fairing. It's that pointed cone you see at the very top of the rocket. This protects the payload from aerothermal loads, heating, and any kind of contamination during ascent. Now, once we reach the vacuum of space, we no longer need those fairings, and we jettison those 2 halves as the second stage continues on its journey to orbit. As we have in the past, we'll be attempting to recover those 2 fairing pieces again with our 2 recovery ships, Miss Tree and Miss Chief. They're currently positioned in the North Atlantic Ocean off the coast of North Carolina. In terms of weather, we had some fog at Kennedy this morning. You can see it's pretty much all dissipated. Weather conditions are nominal both at ground and upper altitudes. The Air Force range is prepared to support today's mission. So with that, the vehicle, our satellites, weather, and range are all looking green for an on-time liftoff just a few minutes from now.
As I mentioned at the top of the webcast, today's launch will be the first 5th flight of a Falcon 9 booster. And if we land it successfully, it will mark the 51st recovery since we started landing our boosters back in December of 2015. Right now, our turnaround time to refurbish a booster for reflight is roughly 8 weeks. Long term, we hope to continue to drive that turnaround time down even further, with rocket launches looking more similar to commercial air travel, where planes get basic checkouts, get refueled, and then head back out. Reusability is core to our mission here at SpaceX, which brings me to our efforts underway in Boca Chica, Texas. If you've been following our progress, you know SpaceX is currently building and testing its next-generation spacecraft called Starship. The site has changed dramatically in just a year as we build up our production line. The local team has executed a variety of tests designed to push the limits of the vehicle. Next up are a series of static fire and short flight tests with our serial number 3 test article, and longer flights with our serial number 4. But ramping up our Starship and Raptor production line is what matters most. The design goal for Starship is 3 flights per day on average, which equates to roughly 100 flights per year at greater than 100 tons per flight. This means every 10 ships would yield 1 megaton per year to orbit. This is a significant effort, and we are looking for highly skilled engineers and welders to help us make this a reality. If you're interested in joining the team, please take a look at spacex.com/careers.
We're currently only 6 minutes from liftoff. Falcon 9 is now moving into its final stages of the countdown. At T-minus 7 minutes, our engine chill process began. This is where we allow a small amount of that super chilled liquid oxygen to flow into the Merlin engine turbopumps prior to the full flow of LOX into the vehicle. This helps us avoid any kind of thermal shocks to our system. Liquid oxygen is also what's creating the white clouds you might see around Falcon 9. We continue to load that super chilled LOX into the stage until just before liftoff. And when that liquid oxygen comes into contact with the ambient air around it, it boils and creates the clouds surrounding the vehicle that you see on your screen. The cradle, or the arms that you see near the top of the vehicle, will begin to open around T-minus 4.5 minutes, followed by the transporter erector, retracting away from the rocket, starting around T-minus 4 minutes. This is only a couple degrees that it moves, so it may be visually imperceptible, but it's enough room for our Falcon 9 to clear the transporter erector during liftoff. The first and second stages are both nearly fully loaded with 1 million pounds of kerosene fuel and liquid oxygen. The first stage should finish prop loading at T-minus 3 minutes, and the second stage right behind it at T-minus 2 minutes. And at T-minus 60 seconds, be sure to listen for the call-out that Falcon 9 is in startup mode. This means that the rocket's autonomous internal flight computers have taken over the launch countdown, and we humans are no longer in the loop. The Starlink payload continues to be healthy. The Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues on the rocket at the moment. Weather's looking good, and the range is still green for launch. So with that, there's nothing left to do except listen in to the last few minutes of the terminal countdown. You can actually see those clamps up on the transport erector have begun to open. And if you watch closely, you can maybe even see it begin to retract.
Strong back lower started.
And the retracting process has just begun if you watch it closely. Behind that liquid oxygen that's boiling to regular oxygen.
Strong back lowers closed out.
Stage 1 LOX load closed out.
So RP1 loading and LOX loading on our first stage has completed. We're waiting for the LOX loading on our second stage to complete. And then after that, the startup mode call out. T-minus 2 minutes to liftoff.
Stage 2 LOX load closed out.
Ground gas closeouts.
Falcon 9 and startup.
LDs go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Disregard. We have an abort.
Launch board is running.
So I reckon someone got the fuse wet.
Yeah, that's right, Carl. It happened again. I
As you
thought
may
it was
have
going to
heard,
launch.
we had an abort condition just prior to liftoff. We're
Oh,
going
wait
to
a
listen to the
minute.
nets. Hopefully have more information
Sure
and
this
share
is
it
not a
with you soon.
replay of the... Okay. Oh, sure
No,
it was
it's
going to
not a
launch.
replay. I reckon they should have launched the one next to it.
Aaron Armstrong says that's CGI.
So launch abort on engine high power.
Yeah, the water tower.
And they're going to try and get to the
that.
moon again. God, they can't even get off the ground, let alone get to the moon. What the hell?
Yeah, see, I think some heroic flat earthers infiltrated SpaceX and they sabotaged it.
Keo said, "Come on, Zephyrin, make that warp drive work."
Yeah, please.
Colin said, "Damn, Terry, you got me all excited." Yeah, I thought it was going to launch too, Colin.
Well, the second time around, you figure they get it right.
Yeah.
Well, third time lucky.
Well, maybe
As you
we
just
could
heard on our
watch
countdown
it
nets, we had a
again.
condition regarding engine power that caused us to abort today's launch. Prior to that, the countdown was proceeding nominally, but keep in mind the purpose of the countdown is to help us catch potential issues prior to flight. There are 1,000 ways a launch can go wrong, and only one way it can go right. Given that we are overly cautious on the ground, and if the team or the vehicle sees anything that just looks even slightly off, we'll stop the countdown. Overall, the vehicle appears to be in good health, but that will end our launch attempt for today. Please stay in touch with our social media and web platforms for that next launch opportunity. Hopefully you'll join us again for that next attempt. Until then, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
So did anyone do that?
Sam Cam said, "Someone called roadside assist."
Exactly.
Yeah, call the
Did
NRMA.
anyone take him up?
NRMA might come and help him out. Well, I've been looking for some updated info about it, but there doesn't seem to be. Like, it might be too soon, I think. No one else has found anything recent? What's the last? SpaceX aborted the launch of 60 new Starlink satellites at the last second. due to an engine power issue with the mission's Falcon 9 rocket. That's all I've got here so far. 17 hours ago seems to be the last update. No, I think we're going to have to wait for that. Stay tuned in the next couple of days and we'll keep an eye on that one. Oh dear. Oh, what have we got here? Is that what I was looking for? Well, I did have a Team Skeptic one I wanted to find out. Oh, there's this one. I think I paused it at the right spot by watching this one. One goes for 20 minutes. I got Isaac. Got that. Oh, got this one. See what this one's all about. Bit of a mystery today. No, don't have to vote. This was just earlier on today, so it's only a few hours ago.
I have permission to use my footage.
Right, Sean, whatever.
Did you record it, Chris?
I record what?
Ooh, damn, that sucks.
I'm kind of curious.
I've been recording this the whole time.
Why do you guys continually show us pictures and then ask us about geometry? Which way do you want to do it?
Yeah, are we using about eyes or are we using geometry?
Yeah, do you want to talk about
the
observation, or do you understand? Chris, does geometry include only straight lines? That's what Nathan Oakley says.
I don't know. I'm not Nathan Oakley. I don't know.
Yeah, you
don't. Oh, you don't. So wait a minute. You don't know whether geometry can include something other than straight lines. Is that what you're saying?
Is your horizon geometric?
Oh dear.
I'm asking you. I ask you a direct question. Can geometry include something other than straight lines?
Oh, like if you said like, a circle is geometry and that's not a straight line. That's you can include that.
Answer the question.
Thank you.
I just did.
Okay, so curved lines count too, huh? Okay, good.
Curved, yeah, but you're trying to pull the wool over people's eyes by saying that because the apparent horizon.
No, I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes, Chris. I'm trying to pull your head out of the sheep's ass. Is what I'm doing.
You're so lucky my internet just cut out then, Chris. I was about to unleash upon you for what you just said.
You're obfuscating.
I'm so happy you didn't, Davros, because what Blue just said was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
I've never heard it that way.
Let me ask Blue, Sean, then, since he had to speak up. Blue, and all these images or video that Sean's been on about for the last hour, is that top hard blue line of the water, is that the horizon?
Oh my God.
Is that geometric?
That is where the ocean appears to make the sky. Do you want to talk about the picture or do you want to talk about geometry?
Physical?
You can't. We're not going to talk about both of them. The water is physical. Isn't the water physical?
It's physical.
Do you think you can touch it?
If it's physical, then it's not
I believe
apparent.
I can. I believe I can touch it. The horizon is where the water appears to meet the sky. That's the definition of a horizon. That's what you're seeing in the picture.
Right.
That's
only an
not
apparent
geometry.
position. It's only an apparent position.
No. Yeah. The horizon is an apparent position of the meeting of the sky and land.
Exactly.
Right,
or
so why
water.
are you using the apparent position to say it's blocking things?
You're quite right. When you're walking towards the horizon, it moves away from you.
Because the horizon, again, I'll say this last. Okay, Chris, I promise you this is going to be the last time I say it, Chris. The horizon does not obstruct. The physical body of water in this image is what's obstructing.
Exactly.
Sean, can I say
sir.
something, please?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in many pictures, we cannot decide where's the apparent horizon and where's the geometric horizon. The beauty about this picture and why we're talking about it for over an hour.
On back and forward.
Yeah.
Trying to explain it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Who's that talking?
Hmm?
Who are you talking to?
That's a guy named Chris Berry.
Oh yeah, that was Chris Berry.
That,
Yeah,
that bloke.
That's Chris Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise known as Dangleberry. By his fans.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
trying to
loving
pull the wool
thing.
over my eyes, Blue? Are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes?
Trying to trick me with your geometry
Yeah.
wizardry.
No, I'm trying to pull your head out of the
That's the funniest damn thing I've ever heard.
The bloke deserved it.
I bet he doesn't. I bet he doesn't accuse me of that again.
No.
Oh dear.
What was the phrase? Pulling his head out of what?
Sheep's ass.
Sheep's ass.
You said I was trying to pull the wool over his eyes. I said, no, I'm trying to pull your head out of that sheep's ass.
Excellent.
It's the quick comeback award of this year goes to Blue.
That was a bit snarky, wasn't it?
It was it was almost like you'd sniped it already and had it pre-written down on a piece of paper in front of you, Blue.
Oh, it was too good to be true.
Anything that doesn't have the F word in the sentence is fine by me.
Burpees.
G'day, g'day.
Hello, Pip.
Oh, I hear a voice from beyond.
Oh, morning, Pip.
It's not beyond, it's Melbourne.
It's Melbourne.
Where are you, Woz? Oh, you're hiding down there. Okay.
I'm hiding. Was usually puts me at the bottom of the list because it starts with W, see?
Yeah, well, usually I'm on the bottom, but thanks, I'm on top of you now.
That almost sounds gay, Terry.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean it that way.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
True. So,
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm just driving at... Morning.
Yes.
I'm just driving at the moment, but I've got a video that I took the other morning. Oh, excuse me. And I was wanting to get you guys' idea on it. I'll post it in a few minutes if you're patient.
Is that on your channel? Your channel was?
Yeah, it's on my channel.
All right, I'll grab it over and give it to Terry. Then just give us a few.
Thanks.
Hi, Pip.
Hi, Pip.
So, hi, Pip.
Hello.
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 Did you mention lightning?
Is there lightning?
Yeah. No, it was a duck.
No. You talking to me about the lightning?
No, me. It's an inside joke. You probably missed that one, Was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Do you want us to explain it to you, or do you want to wait till another time?
No, go ahead. I've got a few minutes.
Oh, I think I'd be getting better at telling this story.
We'll
How many
prompt
times
you
have you
along,
told
Terry.
it now, Terry?
I just got to remember that it's the right way.
Did you mention lightning?
Wait a minute, Matt.
That comes later.
I'm trying to find a certain spot in the video here and try to remember my story at the same time here. I'm trying to multitask. One night here, we were doing a hangout and the computer cut out because of the lightning that struck the house and shook the thunder, shook the whole house, and there was flashing and all sorts of stuff. And so I let the computer go for a while the thunder and lightning was happening all around, and the house shook a few times, and there was lightning and flashes, and yeah, it was full on there for a little while. And did I mention there
I
was
think
lightning?
we kind of glossed over the lightning.
Did I forget to mention there was lightning?
Well, I mean,
No,
we
you didn't
glossed
mention
over
lightning.
It was
Oh, you sure? Oh, there was
Yeah.
some lightning. That was pretty full on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you mention lightning knocked your stream out?
So was there thunder with the lightning? Did it shake your house?
Yeah, yeah. Anything that wasn't nailed down in this house, I reckon, moved. Because it was right over the top of the house.
We haven't eliminated poltergeist activity quite yet, but we're pretty sure it was the lightning.
I put it this way: you still haven't found the cat.
It scared the shit out of me, and I was lucky we had enough toilet paper at the time.
Yeah, this is before the virus, right?
Yeah, yeah. This was before the toilet paper.
So what's the inside joke?
Well,
Did he mention
everyone
lightning?
keeps telling me that I forgot to mention there was lightning.
What lightning?
I think Mad started it. Blame Mad.
You really just had to be here.
Yeah, you had to be. Yeah, you weren't here.
So is it the video you dropped 5 days ago?
Yeah, that'll be it. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'll grab the link and I'll give it to Terry. That's that one in the early morning, isn't it?
Yeah. Sunrise in Melbourne.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Terry, we've got naked people in the chat.
Oh no, we can't have naked people.
Oh, not Stringer News. Stringer News has got to be dressed.
Now I can't find the exact spot
and,
for this section in this Team Skeptic
Howard
video,
Moore.
so we're gonna have to watch.
There's
back
the
through
link in the side chat for you for that video of Waz's too.
Waz's, yeah, I'll grab that. Okay.
But was there lightning? You never told us, Terry.
Oh, did I forget to mention there was lightning? Why do I always do that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like you have a mental block.
Yeah, I've got a mental block sometimes. I'm getting old, you know. I'm catching up to Blue.
Oh, all you blokes are on a
PTSD.
different platform, aren't you? You're coming through Terry's stream here because I'm in Discord only.
Yeah, you're over in Discord. We're in Zoom, yeah.
That's why my eyes can't find you in the panel.
Did he mention that he's in Discord?
Just from the waist
Is there
down,
a-
Howard.
That was not
Is there a thunderstorm? There's a thunderstorm here. A lot of lightning.
Is there any lightning?
Just let us know if there's any lightning. Okay, don't forget.
Keep us informed.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
While you're there, we'll play your video.
Pardon?
I said we'll play your video while you're there.
Okay, thank you.
You won't
So-
see it,
No, I can't see it. But
but you'll know it's been
it's
played.
okay.
You're not in here. If you're in here,
But-
you'll
but
be
it-
able to see it.
It's okay if I don't see it because I filmed it.
It was. You didn't tell me. Was there lightning?
No, it was a clear day.
How do you know was? Were you there?
Yeah, but was there lightning?
Yeah, but did you touch
On
it?
that day. Anywhere.
I've got another video on my channel that shows a lot of hail, but there was no lightning.
Ah.
Ooh.
Right. Okay, well that was not going to do then.
Yeah, sorry.
Is that
We
all
need
the
more lightning.
Was that all the naked people that were out in the peanut gallery?
What are you doing naked out in a lightning storm?
Howard Moore.
Better conductivity.
Did you
Howard,
tie
he's still naked.
Did you tie a key to your string?
I don't know. Is there any sound to this, or just video?
Oh no, it's just I didn't talk or anything like that.
Okay,
You might hear the occasional bird in the background.
I'll do that P word thing.
You stand on a hill and spin a chain.
So my question, I don't know if you guys want to talk about. I don't know if you guys want to talk about flat Earth or not. But my question is flat Earth orientated. Is that allowed?
If it's got science-based.
Refer to rule 1. Refer to rule 1.
Oh yeah, Woz
Refer to
hasn't
rule
read
1.
the new rules.
Yeah, was. Refer to rule 1. I'll
So-
just tell you what it is verbally. Terry,
No, I can repost it for
Terry's
Woz in
word
the,
is
in the
final.
side gallery.
Does it mention lightning?
Howard?
It mentions light, but not lightning. Well, the sun was rising, so it was lightning, I suppose.
Similar but different.
Yeah.
What we need.
Well, it's lightening the sky up, so that's cool.
Oh.
What we need.
Is that what you call different shit, different smell?
That's very cool.
Okay,
Not if it's mine.
I'll grab this picture and I'll post up. Where are you? Fair Suck. I'll drop the same picture in Fair Suck because that's where you are. Oz.
Thank you.
And that was and then, but I'm not at 400 anymore. I'm pushing 450 now already. And this was only a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Good on you, Tez.
I thought it was
6
great.
in one day.
Let me zoom in on your picture because my eyes are too old to see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sheepy done the manipulation of the thumbnail.
Not alone. Not alone. Peter's daughter drew the toilet roll in the Peanut Man hand, and you came up with the words. So it was a
Big
group
team effort.
It was a team effort. There is a T in Terry. I mean team. I mean.
So
there is a T in Terry.
One thing I noticed is my video doesn't contravene any of these rules, but I do have a question on point 2. What constitutes swearing? Where's the threshold?
Refer to rule 1. Exactly.
Yeah,
rule D will take you to rule 1, which will help you with rule 2 and 3, which will help you with D. It's very simple. We've made it simple.
Yes. I'm asking about rule number 2, but taking rule number, you said 4? To go back to rule number 1.
That's rule D. No, you're not allowed to say that.
1, 2, 3, D. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's good. You
Can
see,
someone explain rule 1?
Your question eerily sounds like a complaint, so I have to refer you to rule D. So,
how does it sound like a complaint? I'm not quite getting that.
It's the tone. I'm going with.
You see, now I need clarification on swearing because I feel like doing it.
Professor Rule 1.
Professor Phil's in the side chat, Terry.
Yeah, I see Professor Phil.
Refer to rule 1 about what is considered Terry.
Can someone explain rule 1 to me, please?
Okay, well,
hang on.
The dictatorship of Terry, and what he says goes.
Hang on, I don't like dicks.
What?
What?
So
I didn't say Dick Taster. I said dictator.
Say what?
What?
I don't like dicks and potatoes. Stop it.
Right. Well.
Okay.
This is getting a little out of hand.
It's getting a little bit out of hand. It's getting a little bit out of hand there.
That sounds eerily like a complaint.
Tone it back a bit.
Maybe refer to rule D because that sounded like a complaint.
Well, I don't like the F word mainly.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on dropping that one, but I was going to ask you if it's okay if I call Sheeps a bloody dickhead.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
But the only question is Sheeple's always been a dickhead?
Exactly.
I nearly said the F word.
I aim to please. I often fall short.
I should have put there no F and C's in no swearing, but I think that speaks for itself, the swearing.
Mind your F's and C's, yeah.
Yeah, mind your F and C's.
Yeah, there's no F's or C's in swearing.
But I wasn't sure about the P's and Q's because I'm still confused about P and Q.
Well, if P, then Q. Yeah. So if you do one, the other one's... Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
If not...
I
know. Not P.
I now see your confusion, Terry.
Exactly.
It's easy, Terry.
No, it's not.
If P, it is. If P is,
It's not. No way you're going to be able to get out of this.
If P is correct, then then Q will also be correct. But if Q is incorrect, then P can't be correct.
Well, that's what
All
my
I
video
know is
is
there
about.
is no effing way.
That's what my video is about. It's about P's
Sorry,
and
Peter.
Q's.
I couldn't hear you over was.
All I said was all I know is there is no effing way.
Actually, that's true. That's true.
True,
That's true. There is no
that's
effing
true.
way.
Way.
That's way true.
It depends. If you say it Monty Python's way, it's pronounced sway. Fwy. Fwy. There she go. Know what
So
I
does
mean?
that
Know
mean
what I
there's
mean?
no
Fwy.
effing off?
Like a feng shui.
Oh.
Now there's two effing off.
Oh.
So I think we should let Woz ask his question.
Oh, did Woz have a
Alright then.
question? Was it about lightning?
But was there lightning? Yeah, was there lightning? He hadn't clarified yet.
It like I said, it was morning, so the sun was coming up and the planet was lightning.
Well, simple no would do.
I thought the planet was made of rock.
I was trying to make absolute
confused.
nonsensical logic.
Listen.
We have to take
Speaking
this
of
as a court of frivolous
Well,
nonsense.
Well, speaking of
And now,
logic, would you want to hang around and wait, Woz, to listen to this little bit of illogical logic?
Sorry,
I'm
Terry,
gonna
you cut
play-
off for me there.
Oh, sorry. I said, do you want to hang around for a minute and listen to some illogical logic?
Hang around for a minute and what? You dropped.
Oh, am I dropping again?
Some illogical logic.
Yeah.
And now,
How would he have
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got
I
to change.
understand you.
I've got to change. I've got to change my battery. Sorry.
I think I have a good grasp on illogical logic.
Yes, well, you are a server mod of one of the most illogical filled people places.
See if I can find it. I'll change my battery
See what I did there?
because no one can hear me.
What?
What?
We hear you.
Oh.
We
I
hear
hear
you,
fine.
Terry.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah,
it's just
yeah. But
was.
me headphones are going beep beep to change my battery.
Oh,
I can't
probably a
quite
good idea
pinpoint
then.
this point, but it'll lead up to the section of the video. I know there's going to be some swearing. I'm sorry for that. I can't.
Have you got a pin?
Yeah, because their gloves are off. Their
No
gloves are
dropping
off,
here,
Terry.
What's this, Howard Moore saying? No, not dropping here. No, it's at
No
my
sound
end, Howard.
dropping off.
Oh, wish people to stop
Oh,
knocking
what,
on
you
the
drop
door
us
when
there
I've
for a
got the
second.
mouse over here. Right, we ready? Can I press?
my Zoom dropped.
Oh, okay. I'll mute the panel for a minute, and you can press pause if you want to comment.
Right.
Scouts for 200 years, FGFE.
Who's swearing?
No
I'm not
US
swearing.
Scouts are not military. And
Shall I go
we were
ahead?
never military.
Can
and you were never
I be
signed
heard?
by the Queen
I can hear
because
you,
that
Terry.
doesn't happen. She's got people for that.
I've been.
No, you haven't.
Oh, okay.
You're lying.
Yeah, I've been.
And if you had
So
been,
if you've
and all
if
that
you've
super
seen the
secret stuff, you
video,
wouldn't
I
just be
show
telling
the sun
random people on
rising and the
internet.
clouds being
And then when
underlit on
questioned
the
about
east.
it, go, oh, I can't
Obviously,
tell you
that's where the
anymore.
sun
I
comes
could
up.
just tell you some of the
And then
secret,
on the
but
opposite side of me is the west.
Honestly, that's the funniest shit you said
and
yet,
you can
Victor.
see the clouds being underlit there as
That's-
well.
this- all this,
But
shit
above
about
me,
the military. It's
above me, the
hilarious.
clouds don't appear to be
Hold
underlit.
on, I'm pulling the face. I'm getting
So
ready
you've
to
got
go
orange
right
on
now.
the east where the sun's coming up, orange on the west where there is no sun, but no orange above.
Okay, so
in the
Victor,
clouds,
we have your fucking Facebook
So,
post up. If you want to read it,
if
I'll
the-
scroll along
if the,
with it so that
um,
people can see it. But
pressure of the
I'm sure
atmosphere
you still have
follows the
access to it right
contour
now,
of the
correct?
Earth as it rises in altitude.
Okay, so go ahead and
How does
start
this
where
work
you
on a
want to
flat
start. But we're gonna stop you when we need to stop you.
is my
Okay,
question.
just
But,
don't
you
take
know,
offense
it's
if
a
we
flat
stop
Earth
you
thing,
since
I'm
we're
not
just
sure if you
following
wanna
along
go there.
an article. Go ahead.
Right. Well, it starts off. This is the death of this fake space. Please read, and it's also the end of the globe model.
Am I still here?
Basically, I'll start with the actual scientific method and the modus tollens towards the end of it. The scientific method for a natural container, which is independent and variable, which is the size of the container, The
Did you hear what I just said? I just
variable
went
would
on
be
for
the
about
shape of the
15
container,
to 20 seconds.
and the control variable would be the volume of the container or area.
Hold
The
on, stop.
scientific
Stop.
method-
What did you say? Hold on, you said.
Oh, it's the video that I took a few days ago. I believe someone posted it up there for me.
Well, the video that I'm watching is a video of Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth debating someone. So which video
Oh,
are you
okay.
referring to?
That's probably one before that. Could be one after that. Depends where you are in the stream. It's a video that's got my name on it, basically.
We're watching it now, Was
I behind or something?
I'm not sure. I'm not on Zoom. I'm just in the Discord, so I can't see what you're seeing.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll shut up.
we just
Oh,
watched
it's all
through
right.
it then, Was.
Pardon? All right, let me get Zoom and muck around. Hang on. Bloody hell. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, actually. I am, yes. Hang on, I'll go to the YouTube channel. One sec. I've got to find it.
Sorry, Peanut Gallery. Was just sorting out his stream. What's that, Phil? Howard Moore, we can debate. Terry Davies, Carl Edwards, Farmers Boy, the same time. Flat Max, 3 Globies at once. Oh, them's fighting words, Phil. Now, if we can get Team Skeptic, Craig, you and Phil and Stingray on the show, but I can't do super chat, so we can't do that as a charity thing. Someone would have to set up a charity link if we did get it through my channel. And the date's been set too, so
Hey Terry, did you see where Team Skeptic suggested April 1st? Doing it April 1st?
Yes, that would be a good time.
Yeah.
That's right on the
so.
date. It's right on the day that I
time to get
normally.
ready.
It's right on the date that I normally would stream too. It works out.
And Sean G even offered to take someone's place, like
If
Craig
one or
Tim.
the other couldn't make it, yeah.
Yeah, he said he'd be tickled to do it. So either way, I think that'd be a heck of a show. I mean, I think you could probably get like 1,000 people watching that at least, don't you think?
Yeah. It may even give me a couple of subs.
Yeah.
Are you right there,
Am I still here?
No, you're still there.
Yeah,
Are you muted?
I'm watching the.
You can see it.
I'm watching the YouTube stream whilst I'm in Discord.
Yeah, exactly. And I've freeze framed it at the beginning of your video.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I'll play it now.
Okay, cheers.
I don't know how much delay there's going to be.
There's a little lag, but All right, then. I'm seeing it playing now.
All right.
Oh, hang on. It's paused. Yeah, so you can see I start with the rising sun, then I pan across the top of the build. You know, I deliberately left the top of the buildings in frame so you can see that I'm panning across.
All right.
The buildings are basically a straight line going from east to west. And you see the clouds above are not orange, but clouds on both horizons are orange.
Oh, that's a good observation. Where the angle that the sunlight's coming in under the clouds like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I've noticed it a few times, and I thought, why is the opposite horizon lit up orange? And while I was thinking this through, I looked above me and I'm going, well, hang on a sec, why aren't the clouds above me orange? We can't be on a flat Earth.
Right.
Then I thought about their argument, you know, that why look at the sky to work out what we are standing on. And it struck me that the atmospheric pressure follows the contour of the Earth, right? So if the Earth was curved, that curve would work its way all the way up via the atmospheric pressure to the clouds. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I was trying to get some flat earthers to explain to me how this could work on a flat Earth. My thought would be if the Earth was flat, the contour of the Earth would be flat and the atmospheric pressure would follow that contour all the way up. Therefore, you'd have orange all the way across. Or at least shadows from the clouds on the rising sun shadowing the clouds above me. And if they did, I might get a bit confusing here. You have to try and work with me here.
Yeah.
So if it was flat and the argument was, well, it's the clouds shadowing the other clouds. The clouds on the east side where the sun's coming up is shadowing the clouds above me. That's why you don't see them orange. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then why wouldn't that shadow on a flat Earth extend all the way out to the west side and shadow those clouds as well? Does that make sense?
Geometrically, yeah, I can see it geometrically what you're saying.
So I was hoping that I could run this past you guys to get some idea on what a flat earther might argue to try in an attempt to explain this on a flat Earth. I've tried thinking through all the
perspective and refraction. Perspective, refraction, some combination.
You'd have to find an agreement too if they'd agreed that the air pressure gradient for where the cloud layer is as well.
Yeah, true. And I do that at the start of. I do that before I show this to them. I get an agreement from them that the air pressure or whatever follows the contour of the Earth.
Well, that's the cloud proof as well. If you can show them cloud proof of the air pressure layers where clouds sit at a certain pressure of air above the Earth, you will notice that layer with clouds. So once you can get that agreement with them, yeah.
Yeah, I tend to go down that road in a very similar way. Yeah. So that the atmospheric pressure of the the pressure in the atmosphere does follow
the layering of air pressure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it follows the contour of the Earth.
Right, and the clouds do the same thing.
Well, be prepared for things like angular resolution, light smushing, what other 4-word salad words would you expect to hear?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but when I drill them a bit harder, they're flat earthers. I shouldn't expect too much, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be the lens curving it, could be your eyeball curving it. I mean, there's satanic atomistic things involved with it. I'm just saying.
It depends on the flurfer, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right, and I have had different flurf reactions. I pose this as a flat Earth black swan.
Okay.
To get them to think that that's flat Earth evidence somehow.
Yeah.
Did you get any
nibbles? I had Democ tell me yesterday, you need to have someone 1 mile away from me filming the clouds, and then another person 1 mile away from that person filming him, filming me, filming the clouds.
That sounds complicated.
Little.
Yeah.
But I guess
where his head's at.
I mean,
sorry.
I was being sarcastic. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying I like where his head is at. But I was being sarcastic.
I found that amusing. You guys know Jin, yeah?
Who?
Jin, the English guy that lives in Japan, the flat earther.
Oh, yeah, the English teacher, yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he was there with Democ, agreeing with Democ.
They're the part of the panel I used to be on.
Yeah, that's right.
And Democ is one of the panel members that was on that day that the panel was asked questions and no one had answers. So
I can't believe they left you in the lurch, mate. I can't believe they left you high and dry like that, Chiefs. That's very weak.
Oh yeah, after claiming to be the veterans and have the primary stages of flat Earth be behind them, and they're so tired of answering all the questions, and the Globers have nothing and all the rest of it, and then just and then when I ask one question about say Simon Dan or Fight the Flat Earth, they would be like, oh yeah, and you just don't find it coincidence that these are military men? I'm just like, oh okay. And then it was like paranoia set in that I was an agent trying to infiltrate their group, and so I never brought up any questions regarding the mainstream debates or anything like that. So it was really fun.
They say you were never a real flat earther.
Music to my ears.
No true Scotsman.
Yeah, music to my ears. It really is.
I've heard this true Scotsman over the last few hours, but I haven't heard it before. What is it? I've got a feeling of what it might be. I haven't.
True Scotsman fallacy?
No, I haven't heard that. Well, it's never been explained, and I've never looked it up. To tell you the truth, I only heard it the other day. Yesterday, in fact.
Right. Well, it gets bandied about a lot, by people who don't really understand what the fallacy means, like red herring or straw man or any other number of fallacies I hear come out of Nathan Oakley's mouth. But the no true Scotsman fallacy is the idea that when you have someone who was a former member of a group argue against that group, that person was never really a member of that group. They never had, they were never true to it. They never held true to that position.
Yeah, right.
And so
something to do with Braveheart, I suppose.
Something to do with not wearing knickers under your kilt.
That could be it.
Well, that's what a true Scotsman does. Wear knickers on his kilt.
How do you know that?
Because Pip's Scottish.
But is she a true Scot?
I don't wear a kilt, ladies don't. There you
Ladies
go.
don't wear kilts.
Oh, well.
No, they do not. Kilted skirts, but not kilts.
Men don't wear knickers.
Too bloody cool for no knickers.
No, but men don't wear knickers. They wear like
No.
underwear, or jocks
Knickers.
or boxers or.
Okay, they don't wear
briefs or-
underwear under the
No,
kilt.
but like knickers. I don't.
Knickers are underwear.
Yeah, but like, well, maybe not where I come from. They're normally women's underwear.
Yeah, knickers over this part of the world is female underwear. Where
Yeah,
men
exactly.
wear
Knickers are
jocks
just
or
underwear.
undies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys
because they're
don't.
just
Yeah,
underwear.
guys don't wear knickers unless they're not guys.
I'd rather wear knickers than panties.
I'm taking my knickers off right now.
True Scotsman does not wear knickers, underwear under his kilt. There you go.
Okay.
That can't be hygienic. That just can't be hygienic.
I don't know.
Can I get back to this video?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank
That's why Braveheart yelled freedom.
Yeah, I wouldn't go by Braveheart. You know, Braveheart, they're all wearing kilts. They hadn't been invented then.
Yelling freedom.
You're
Yeah,
right.
so
Are we
kilts
right now, Was?
weren't
We
a
can
thing.
go?
Yeah, mate.
Okay. You can listen if
No
you
problems.
want.
Thank you. Thanks for your time, guys.
Always Was.
No worries.
Always a pleasure.
No worries, good video.
I'll stick around and see what's next.
Is because the setting of this picture exposes how the geometric horizon matches almost the visible horizon. That's because we have points of references. That's the
You said the volume of the container is the area is also the area.
You can interchange the volume or area.
How
It
do
can
you
either
do
be
that?
Volume
Define
or
volume.
area.
Yeah, define volume.
Define volume.
Yeah.
Yes, define your volume and P over V.
No. I'm asking you to define what volume actually means.
The amount of a given area. That's why I said it can be interchanged with area. You fucking
No,
fucked
that's
up.
incorrect. What is
No,
the
that's
area?
not what volume means.
What's the area of a 10 by 10,
Look
10
up
mile?
second
Hold
law of
on, listen,
thermodynamics and what the
Victor,
defined system area is.
what's the area of a 1 meter by 1 meter square?
What's the area? A meter cubed.
Okay, I'm
The
gonna.
area would be 1 meter cubed.
Oh, hey, some people just got it in life and some people don't. Okay, so
Victor
no. Yeah, Victor don't. Victor, no, the area would not be. So I'm going to start over again and say that area is defined as a two-dimensional
Technically,
space,
the outside
okay?
would be like 6 meters squared. or
We didn't
somewhere
interrupt
around
you.
that.
Now you stop talking.
But the
The
internal
outside.
area would be 1 meter squared.
Well, you couldn't define the outside area without having a boundary to define where the outside area would stop.
But you just said the boundary line would be a meter.
No, I said what would be the area of a 1 meter by 1 meter square?
Internal would be 1 meter cubed. And external
No,
would be like 6
it's not a
meters.
cube.
Square, Victor. A square.
It's not a. Yeah, it's not a
Are you
cube.
fucking
It's a
this
square.
retarded?
Do you know what a square is? Do you know? Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. Do you know what the
Okay,
difference
then 1
between
meter
a square?
then.
There you go. There you go. So that's area. Now, what's the volume?
The area,
if now
the
we
area
also
of that
have
1
1
meter square would be 4 meters.
The what?
Now.
The area of that
What
1
did you just
meter
say?
square would be 4 meters.
No, it would be 1 meter
The 4
squared.
points round the 4 corners of a meter by a meter by a meter by a meter.
Are you talking about the perimeter?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, I've got a
perimeter,
perfect
the area,
response to what
yeah.
he just said. Team, put me full screen for a sec, 'cause I've got a perfect response to what he just said.
Okay, hold on.
You need to pay attention to this, Victor, okay? Ready?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
If you walk
At no
round a
point
meter
in your
square,
rambling,
you will
incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this
Whose
room
video is this?
is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Only appropriate response, I'm afraid.
What you just said.
Oh, stop. I want to start again.
All right.
Victor,
Sorry.
everything you just said was fucking dumb.
Do you not get that, no?
Like,
You've got a meter square
We
box.
don't get what
if
you're
you were
saying.
to walk around the perimeter of it, you would be travelling 4 meters. Are you that stupid?
Yeah, so...
No,
You
no,
know
hold
that
on, hold
much
on,
about
hold
that
on.
area?
Nobody has
Dude,
disagreed with you about that.
perimeter.
Hold on, I've just had to walk you to that answer, so don't get proud of yourself for coming
you
up with that.
haven't.
I had to give you that answer. Yeah, you said it was 4 meters squared, which was incorrect. You said it was 1 meter cubed, which was
I
incorrect.
thought you were on about
You don't know
squared
what the
rather
fuck
than-
a difference
I
is
thought you were
between
on
a
about
cube and a
cubes rather
square.
than square.
Why
Yeah,
would
I
you?
thought
Why?
meant
But
cube, not square.
right, and that's why we're trying to tell you that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you say that area is equal to volume, or volume is the amount of area something is. They're not interchangeable. You can't substitute them because volume is measured in something, a unit cubed, where area is measured in the, a unit squared. You understand
Yeah,
that,
you can
correct?
interchange them.
Okay,
They're
no, you
interchangeable.
can't.
No,
oh
they're
my
not.
God, they're not
That's
interchangeable.
like saying you can...
That's
Victor, that's like saying you can interchange a square and a cube. You cannot interchange a square and a cube.
Let me ask you a question. Can you play a
Therefore,
Rubik's
you
Square?
cannot interchange-
Does a Rubik's
You can
Square
work
make
out
any...
the
Hold on, Victor.
area.
Shut the fuck up. Victor, shut up. Does
You
a
can work
Rubik's
out the
Square
area.
make sense to you? Yes
if
or
you
no?
shut up and listen, in that scientific method that I've written down, you can either do it as the area of the fucking volume the area this vessel will take up, the container would take up, or you can do it as the volume that the container would hold. That's why I've said
When you
it like
say
that.
when you say that the area
They're two
the
different-
container
they're two
takes
different
up, what do you
methods.
mean?
Talking about the
What do you mean by
perimeter.
the area that the container takes up? Area describes something that's two-dimensional, something that's squared.
So
how does it
a
take up
cubic
something?
meter would be
How does
12
it
meters.
occupy a space if it's not three-dimensional?
Still occupying space. The container.
Do you?
Oh, hey, Victor.
How is
So-
it possible, Victor? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
If
How
you
is
were
it
to
possible?
place a container on a floor, it would cover a set amount of area, would it not?
I mean, yeah, on the two-dimensional surface of the floor, sure, it would cover that amount of fucking surface area, yeah. But how does that define how much space it takes up in when you're defining volume? All you're discussing
You'd do
is
that
the
in
amount.
Cubit, wouldn't you? Or
You've got him full screen again. It's not a nice...
No, I know. I wanted everybody to see it. The look on his face was priceless.
All right.
Okay, so back to
the
what we
look
were
is that
saying.
You're trying to confuse me. And I'm not
No,
confused.
you're confusing the shit out of
baffled by the way
yourself.
you're questioning.
No, you're confusing the shit out of
Victor,
yourself,
I
Victor.
imagine you're confused when you try to leave your house in the morning and you haven't put your safety helmet on.
Nostril cam.
Victor, what I'm trying to get at is that you tried to say that the volume and the area are interchangeable, and I'm trying to explain to you that they're not. They're mutually exclusive. Yes, if you set a object that has volume down on a surface, there will be an amount of surface area that will be covered.
Was that
But
I
that's
nose or my
two-dimensional.
nose?
It's not a volume. It doesn't represent a volume.
The amount of volume would be defined by the area the volume would cover.
That still doesn't fucking make any sense.
It does.
The area that it would cover, how? Like, I don't know how else to put this to you, Victor. It's like area.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, area is not volume. When you're talking about volume, you're talking about an amount of space. Okay, that's what. Okay, that has nothing to do with area. Area is two-dimensional, and it's measured in units squared.
That volume will still fill a set area.
That doesn't make sense. Right. That's what Victor, I'm trying to tell you. Is it doesn't make sense what you're saying?
At this point, I need to ask a question. Like, are you diagnosed with some kind of medical retardation?
No.
Well, that makes the next hour fun.
As bad then.
Yeah, that's gonna make the next hour fun.
I'm allowed to point out how fucking stupid you are. Literally, everything you have said is wrong. Everything.
So,
just
Victor,
bring up my presentation again, and
I have your presentation. Okay.
Scroll down to where Fight the Flat Earth's first comment is.
Okay.
Scroll down.
I don't want to dox anybody though.
Keep going.
No, it's just got it's my Discord. If
Keep going.
Discord, it's fine.
I know, but I just don't want to listen. I'm trying to say I don't want to dox anybody.
Keep going a little bit further.
Shut up,
just
Victor.
There.
I know.
Just here, where it's on the screen.
Right there. Okay.
Read the bottom comment. What it states that Fight the Flat Earth says is his first comment in that picture.
What do you mean? Read the
Click
picture?
on it and enlarge it.
Oh, I didn't realize that we're okay. So
read his comment out.
I mean,
I'll do it. Local system, you idiot.
Yeah,
Tidying your house is reducing entropy
right.
in the local system. You fucking retard.
Have you read that? Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now come back out of that picture and scroll down and play all them 4 videos in sequence from that first one down to the last one.
I mean, I love Professor Dave, but we're not about to just play all of his videos in order.
They're 10 seconds or less. So
oh, okay. Yeah. No. Oh, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I don't think Dave would copyright strike me, but
play them and listen to them and understand it, please.
I can't hear that.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Listen
to him.
I don't know if I want to subject Professor Dave to that.
Give
me 1 second.
Let me ask you one thing about before you play Professor Dave's stuff.
It's mainly the 4th video I'd like to show.
Victor, wait, I'm asking you a question. Victor,
he has took that out of context.
Stop talking.
To make up his own.
Talking. Victor, will you shut up, please, and listen for 1 second? I have a question for you. Does Professor Dave believe the Earth is flat, or does he believe it is a globe with an atmosphere on?
There's another baller telling you that Fight the Fat Girth is wrong.
No, he agrees with me that we are.
No, he doesn't.
For globe, he does. He believes.
He says it is irreversible.
Space with the
he says it is irreversible. You fucking fucktard.
Yes, nobody's gonna disagree with you that it's not reversible.
To fight the flat Earth is wrong.
No.
I don't want to play too much more if they're going to keep swearing or not. But that was the bit about the area and volume section that I picked up on watching this. I don't remember what other bit there was in this that I caught up on.
Well, it was like watching a bad Nathan Oakley impression, in my opinion. But he did have the inflection down when he get on his high horse rant.
Yeah. But just to get area and volume mixed up, that's not even there. I don't even know if any other flat earthers even get that wrong.
Oh, come on now. Brainley is right up there, and I'd posit a few more who, 5 divided by 0 get that messed up. And, none of them can math. None of them.
Well, that's not really math, volume and area. That's just is that to do with geometry more than math?
Well, geometry is a branch of math, isn't it?
Yeah, but math. I thought math was separate with numbers, and geometry was separate. Like
you
you have
gotta
different
add
you have
A
different
plus
titles.
B plus C to get things. That's math.
Yeah.
Math involved. Math related. What do you call that?
This guy has a fundamental disability, a fundamental inability to understand the difference in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
Like most flat earthers.
And then he also has these really bizarre delusions. To me, he's been in and out of institutions his whole life.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's my takeaway.
Yeah, Nathan Oakley couldn't even convert meters to kilometers. That's right. There's that one. And Oakley's sides of a triangle.
That's sad.
Sound. In case anyone out there wanted to know.
Oh, okay. So I did a quick run down to Coles just then to buy some essentials and stuff like that. Not that you get essentials from any shopping centre at the moment. And our local supermarket had up a new notice. You've seen all the notices, limit of two of these items per customer due to a rush on this. They've now put up a new sign that reads, customer notice. Change of mind refunds or exchanges will no longer be available on these items following the 11th of March 2020 until further notice. Toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, serviettes, medicine, pain relief, cleaning, antibacterial wipes, sprays and cleaners, disposable gloves, feminine hygiene and incontinence, baby wipes, pasta sauce, canned food, canned fish, canned fruit and vegetables, canned soup, prepared meals, flour and bread mixes, cooking oils. For further details, please see our customer service desk. But there was no meat there.
Done that? Yeah, but you know why they've done that for the sprays and stuff? People have been using it all, and they've been refilling it with coloured water and taking them back and getting refunds on them.
No shit.
Or getting replacements.
Well, the thing is, I know why they're doing it, because all of a sudden these people are going to have 500 rolls of toilet paper sitting at home, and they'll be going, maybe I shouldn't have bought all those, and I should have bought some food.
Could have been the people who were planning on reselling it, and they got shut down by eBay, so they're stuck with a lot of inventory too.
Yeah, well, it's that's just a low act as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Right.
I'll tell you what, Brian Leakey, I mean, the guy doesn't know how to let someone else talk.
There's a few of those in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but sitting in Jose's today, trying to help him when he starts talking about Admiral Byrd, I'm like, dude, you got it wrong. I'm trying to help you. Admiral Byrd in 1950 something saw things that nobody ever saw. And I said, what about Douglas Mawson? What about him, eh? You went there twice. I know. No one before 1958 or whenever it was. Like how Mark Sargent reckons we didn't know it was a globe until 1972.
Well, he admitted that we knew it for hundreds of years before that.
Yeah, but then he said it wasn't until 1972 that we proved it. But
Oh.
I thought we took a photo in the 1940s with a V2 rocket.
We haven't proved anything. What the hell?
Oh, hi, Bandy.
Hey.
You can't even prove flat water, mate. Where's your proof of flat water?
So, Bandy.
Actually, Professor Phil's here too, you know.
Oh, hi, Professor Phil.
Oh,
hey, Professor.
Look out, Bandy. Your nemesis is here.
I was just going to say, Bandy, when you can put something together that represents the Earth, and all of the observations will work on only the flat Earth, only your flat Earth that you create.
He's done it, mate.
And it doesn't work. And it doesn't work on the globe style model that we use. Then you can come back and start yelling and screaming that we've got nothing.
Bansor's done it, man.
When do I yell and scream?
Yeah, Bansor broke both his legs. What more proof do you need?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, proved his density.
My density, eh?
Ooh. That's...
that's below the belt, Davros.
You've only got Google. That's all you've got. 500 tabs. That's all you've got.
Google. What about pictures that I've taken?
How about the video I did before, Bansor?
I'm never gonna argue with your pictures, Pete. You know that.
Well, only because half of them have got nothing to do with flat or globe Earth.
Yeah, you can't use those pictures from Badu as evidence of the Earth, mate. I mean, come on.
They're from St Kilda, and they're not Badu.
Got to say though, Bansor, it's good to hear your voice, mate.
Thank you kindly, was. Same you, buddy. Same you.
Yeah, but he's still not going to Young and Jackson's on Friday.
He might. Depends how fast his car is.
Well,
He's got to send me.
Well,
he's got to send me a message when he's going.
There's another problem. We're not sure if Young and Jackson's going to be open.
Oh, what? Because people are scared of catching a cold.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, oh my God, I'm going to catch a cold. Let's close down every single airport, every single public arena. Let's close them all down.
You know, worst case scenario, Bandy, I think Rich and I will get a couple of slabs and sit in the park and drink them.
Fitzroy Park sounds like a plan.
Or any park. Fitzroy's close, I suppose.
Yeah, well, pretty close.
You'll just have to get some paper bags to put the cans in.
For sure.
Anyone else in Melbourne want to join us?
Well, you know, I'm always up for it, was.
Young and Jackson's this Friday, mate.
So is it just Rich?
Rich and I are confirmed. Rich and I confirmed. Yep. Rig's 50-50, and you need to get a faster car.
Well, I've got a fairly fast car.
Good-o.
But yes, no, I'll do my best. Probably have to go through some sort of quarantine checkpoint or something, I'm gathering.
From Shep?
Yeah.
If you can make it, mate, that'll be good. It'll be good to see your face again.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like I said, mate, if I can, if it's not too late, yeah, I will. For sure. And casual, yeah, I'm not going to show you the video of my thrusty bits.
Sorry, mate, you broke up there. You're not going to show what?
I'm not going to show casual the video of my thrusty bits.
Yeah, casual. You'll have to sign into mini vids just like the rest of us to see it.
Or get your Pornhub password.
Yeah. Premium.
Just type in flat earth and you'll see me there.
This doesn't look like you at all. Did you say Pornhub?
100%.
No, this isn't you.
Are you sure?
Your boobs are too big.
Really? I thought I was about a double D myself.
I'm going to share this. I got off Facebook this morning.
She seems nice.
She seems nice.
Where's Terry having dinner?
Yes.
Oh, Terry.
Farmers. So, Chris is a whingy.
Oh, is he on the rag or something?
I don't bloody know, but it's
That
like
was unbelievable.
And how many times does something have to be played back to someone before they understand what they said?
Oh, Terry, I heard the P word.
I
heard it. Just saying.
G'day ladies and gentlemen, the Buttsman here, and what an interesting time to be alive it is at this very moment. It seems everything that is good has been cancelled. Footy's been cancelled, the UFC's been cancelled. Everything you like to do, going to the shops, I'm sure that's fucking next. Everything is going out the window. Even the Melbourne Comedy Festival was cancelled. A festival with over 600 performers who come and they do 24 nights. Last year when I did my first Melbourne Comedy Festival, I had such a great time. The shows were all a sellout. I couldn't wait until this year to come back and then do a better show, better than I've ever done before. In fact, when I got home from Melbourne last year, I got straight to working on next year's show. I started writing
I've gone
all
to
the
the
time, and I
Google
really
Play
want to make
Store
it
to look for
perfect for
Zoom.
everybody. Unfortunately, last week we
Yeah,
got
I've
the
got a
news that the
few
Melbourne Comedy Festival would have
results
been
when I searched the word
cancelled,
Zoom.
and even if we
But
decided
is
to
it
go
Zoom.us
ahead with
or
the show,
what is it?
people wouldn't have had the confidence to come along because everyone's fucking scared. But this wasn't the first
Yeah.
issue that my
It's
show
so
Outlaw
Aussie.
ran
Yeah,
into this
nah.
year at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. You see, there was a big group of activists that were very unhappy
Which
with
way
me
is
coming
it?
down to
Yeah or
Melbourne,
nah?
and that is what this video is all
Zoom.us.
about. But
It's a
before
cloud thing,
I
right?
go on, this video is brought to you by the amazing people at Surfshark VPN. It's time to secure your
So that's a
digital
yeah,
life.
no as well.
We spend 6 to 8 hours a day, every day online, and that's only going to increase during the coronavirus because we're at home with nothing to do. The internet knows everything
What?
about us, and that's why you should care about encrypting your online data. Use Surfshark right now to encrypt your personal information and send it through a VPN tunnel so that none of those little soy boys can get their dirty little eyes on it. There are 3 main reasons why Surfshark VPN should always be in your pocket. It saves mobile roaming data and ensures faster browsing speeds by blocking ads. It protects you from data thieves who seek your passwords, credit card information, and while you use public Wi-Fi, you are absolutely under attack. You need Surfshark VPN. And you can watch Netflix in other parts of the world, like in the UK. Say you want to watch Netflix in the UK and you're in Australia and you want to watch The Hobbit for some reason. You want to watch The Hobbit, you can't watch it in Australia because it's not on Netflix, but it is in the UK with Surfshark. You can do that. Surfshark has some unique features as well. HackLock, a functionality designed to give you alerts should your passwords or email be compromised, ensuring the first person to take action is you. Ladies and gentlemen, if that sounds like you, click the link below. Head to the Surfshark website and enter the code BUTSMAN to get 83% off and 1 month for free. Thank you very much to Surfshark for supporting us, and we'll support you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the video. After 2 solid years of baiting and fishing for every dickhead in the social justice warrior world, the people that we as a group have gone after, the ones we've tried to entice to come back and bite our little hooks that we're dangling into the water. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm for you right now, we have caught our white whale, our Moby Dick, the biggest catch of all time, and I'm very bloody excited. My career, our channel, is built on the back of seeing people, ideas, concepts, and groups that need to be called out, stopped, and told what they're doing is fucking stupid. We seem to be the only people that are willing to do that. Other comedians, other groups, other influencers, whatever you want to call people on the internet or in the media, they refuse to do it because of the one true fact they all have in common. They are scared. And that is not us. When we see something that needs to be called out, we do it. We have created and won wars with cyclists, vegans, Bay FM, Soy Boy, Swiv, feminists, Clementine Ford. There are too many to name. Every single one has been waged and won by myself and you. It is no secret that since we hit the front page of trending on YouTube, since we hit 1 million subscribers, since we sold out hundreds of shows across the globe, my defectors have labelled me racist, fascist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, every single label that they could have possibly painted me with has been ushered upon me in this time, and yet they have done so without a shred of evidence. All of those names, all of those labels, I absolutely deny with all the fibres of my being, because they are just not who I am. They're not who I was brought up to be, and they do not at all associate in any way with the values of which I hold. But you see, it's the backlash, the hatred towards you or I that feeds into our game, and let's be honest, we really, really enjoy it. And every year I show their buffoonery with a beautiful juxtaposition between the real world and the world that I've created through my trailers. Every year I make a trailer, and every year they're getting better, more cinematic, and they have a more powerful underlying message. And every single year there's one person who hates it more than anyone else. And that is who this video is about. It's time that each and every one of you met Tom Tanuki, a self-proclaimed comedian slash activist, which, let's be honest, is the worst combination since Ivan and Malat. A man who has been on the internet for a long time, and in his 40 plus years on this earth has achieved fucking nothing and influenced fucking nobody. You are a failure, Tom. But before we delve deep into the hypocritical world of Tiny Tom and his 9,000 merry bunch of fuckwits that follow him on Facebook, let's do what I do best. Tom and his bunch of supporters have taken the bait hook, line and sinker. Tiny Tom has taken time off his lunch break perusing Twitter for people he can be upset with and whinge about, and, you know, he's logged off of hornyasiansluts.com trying to find a wife because no one will ever love him, to comment on my outlaw trailer. A trailer where a man who is me wearing an Ed Kelly helmet runs away from a man wielding a gun.
Well, I mean, that's rich coming from you. I mean, you're sexist, racist, transphobic, homophobic. I mean...
Two things. Lies travel faster than the truth.
And then my character, me, or Ned Kelly or whatever, outlaw, basically says, but none of those things are true. They're all lies from people that you've bought into. And this is what Tiny Tom doesn't understand, is he's buying into them as well. He is that character. It's irony. Irony that I don't think Tiny Tom and his merry bunch of fuckwits would understand. Tiny Tom had this to say about the promo. Ha ha ha! Last year this guy was doing a Joker-themed promo. It was a great promo. Now he's Ned Kelly. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy is a beacon for corny cunts across the nation. That's all you guys. A meeting of the cornball minds. The comment section was rife with fuckwittery, and Tiny Tom was back and forth with all of them, celebrating and jacking each other off how they finally defeated this fascist man whom is me. But you see, Tiny Tom, it's all very hilarious, really. You're the gunman. You're this man who runs out there screaming that people must understand that I'm a horrible person, yet you don't have a shred of evidence. You are everything that this trailer, that this tour is representing. The people who have unfound opinions on me for the sake of nothing. Understanding irony is an important part of being a comedian, which is something you fail to comprehend entirely, you child. Anti-fascist fuckwits using fascist techniques to tell people what they can and cannot say or think or joke about. Tiny Tom, if you really think that I'm all these horrible things, then do this. Send me an email, set a time, send location, and we will have a discussion on my podcast, not edited, nothing like that. Me and you, Mano E. Soy Boy. We'll have a discussion and you can really put the questions to me. If you think I'm a fascist, a racist, all these horrible things that you believe, if I really am the racist dog that you need to scream at like your t-shirts say, then come on the show. Don't hide behind your little group of merry fuckwits. Come and talk to me one-on-one. Don't be fearful, Tom, for I do not bite. Particularly in this corona season, I do not bite. You assume all these things about me and my millions of followers, and yet you can't back it up, Tiny Tom. You can't. Tomas, this is show business. I am an entertainer. I'm not a politician. I will say whatever the fuck I want, particularly in the endeavour of humour. That's the game, Tom. That's why I'm a successful YouTuber and comedian and man in general, and you are a failure. And you'll never achieve anything. You're an activist. You're a loser. Fuck you, Tom, to the moon. This world, it's real life home and away, except I am Alf Stewart, and you're the fuckwit who thinks Summer Bay is real. You're that little kid, Tom, that while everyone else is off and playing in the playground, you run over to the teacher and dob on all of them because they didn't pick you in their team, you weak piece of shit. Cry and scream all you want, Tiny Tom. I'm offering you a platform the size of which you could never imagine. Come on my podcast. Talk to me about why I'm such a fascist. Talk to me about how racist I am, how homophobic I am. But if you're going to defame my name, just be aware that a lot of people on YouTube could easily find the Facebook page called Tom Tanuki that has 9,000 followers and go on there, particularly if I write it here, and, defend my honour. Tiny Tom, you've started a war, and you better believe I'll finish it.
Add it to the list.
A bit like an ice cube in a drink.
No, because I'm thinking about the density buoyancy thing.
Well, we have the number one flat Earth physicist here with us, Professor Phil. What are your thoughts on icebergs in the flat Earth?
I don't think his mic's working.
I think he's having audio issues.
Foiled again.
Saloon went down.
Yeah.
Saloon.
He's in
Typical
the
flat
side chat. He
earther.
might answer you.
A flat earther with bad audio skills.
What are the odds?
Easy solution, Professor Phil. Just turn it off and turn it back on again. It should fix it.
I still think the look on JM Truth's face when Red's Rhetoric said he had a visual effects specialist to bring in.
An award-winning visual
Yeah.
We were talking about DKG earlier. Yeah.
Like I said the other night, it really had that he had that exact look that a deer has in the middle of the night, right before a semi-truck hits it.
Oh, you mean like when it's been abandoned?
Yeah. His eyes were the size of dinner plates, and
If you bring on another person, I'm going to leave. I didn't agree to debate.
To begin with, JM Truth was all up for it. It's yeah, come on, bring him on. And then when he actually saw him and heard him, it was like, that's not fair.
And Nathan
Stop
Thompson got his skirt.
Stop using facts and evidence against me. That's not fair.
Yeah, stop using your Emmy award against me, you bastard.
And in the words of a well-known fence sitter, James, it's time for us to leave.
Yeah.
Well, I'm back now. I couldn't talk with my mouth half full. I could have talked with it full.
Anyone see Victor today?
Yes. I've already watched
We know
Victor.
what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're watching it.
Or do you want to watch him again?
Oh, no, shit, no.
Oh, well, he might. If we play him again, he might figure out how volume and area are two different things.
But Terry, my facepalm protection's gone to rehab.
Oh.
Pizzas.
I bet I mute was. You wonder what's going on. What's all that rattling?
And I think you better mute.
That's demonic doing the dishes.
No, it's
sorry,
not.
no, it wasn't. It was moi. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's you.
No,
Oh, it was Vandy this time.
Trying to stop the revolution.
And why are you even worse than naked? You're like a ghost at the moment, even.
Really?
Yeah, you're worse than naked. We can see right through you, literally.
Oh, damn!
Not like your flat Earth arguments. Like figuratively, we can see through you, but literally, we can see right through you.
Well, look, on that happy note, I'm gonna check out. I'll check back in a bit later. I'm gonna go cook some dinner.
Oh, I'm a Reese.
See you, mate.
Oh, I wanted to hear all this argument about shadows.
Oh yeah, well, okay, shadows.
No, you said you were going to go somewhere. We'll see you when you go back. Bye.
Okay, then fine. Bye.
Bye.
You
Love you, Bandy. Bye.
As long as he comes back, that's the main thing.
See you guys.
See you, Bandy.
Now, how do we fix Professor Phil with his microphone? We can't.
Well, I think when Professor Phil came in, he may not have pushed the audio through the computer button.
You can just jump back out, Phil, and connect audio with the computer and unplug your microphone and plug it back in, type of stuff, and that usually resets things pretty basically.
Am I here?
Yes. That was? Yeah, I had to mute you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah,
the peanuts in the gallery were complaining.
Did
I
that link
saw
work
a
for you,
spaceman.
Woz?
Yeah, it did. I've downloaded it, but I need the link to join, apparently.
Haven't you got the special key?
I
Down
don't
in.
think so.
Oh, okay.
Where do I find
Yeah,
it?
you have now. It's down the bottom. You'll see it in
Right
Oz
down the
Squad.
bottom.
Down the bottom of what?
Of your
Discord.
menu bar here in Discord. Go past Tunes and Dags, and then you'll find a new section called The Dingo Did It. Which I can
In
see
Discord,
somebody...
yeah?
Yeah, in Discord, yeah.
Yep.
What's Dave Cannabis hiding down in Crikey, mate? How'd you get down there?
Somebody must have put him down there.
Because he's not going to hear anything down there. I'll bring him back up. I'll put him up in here. In case he was looking for us. Are you there, Dave? But I didn't think many people could get down in there, in Crikey, mate, unless somebody put him there.
It's chemo.
Have you got an avatar, Woz? Oh, we'll let you off this once.
Not.
It was complicated enough to get the app to work, was it?
Yeah.
Just make sure you mute in Discord. Mutes and deafens, or else you'll get that horrible echo thing
he's
happening.
connecting to audio now. Once you get your audio connected in Zoom, just mute yourself in Discord, or I can do it for you if you don't, if you can't. That's the only problem with the phone. You've got to multi-screen it, don't you? Each different screen for different applications which you're using.
Dave Cannabis, you're out now.
It's not that hard, Terry.
Some phones do it really easy.
Yeah, but don't forget, Davros, not everyone's the same.
All I said was it's not that hard. I didn't say whether or not Woz could or couldn't do it. Just said it wasn't hard. I suppose
Now
Terry
Professor Phil's lost his avatar, but we don't know if we can hear him or not either.
I still think like Terry's smarter than like professors and doctors.
No.
At least you've got an avatar.
A lot of people have got avatars. Mad's got one, Quasi's got one, Pip's got one, Blue even figured it out how to get one. Farm's got one.
How many people have you had to teach?
Got one.
How many people have you had to teach?
Well, I have to teach Woz now.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're
yes,
in.
Woz, you're here.
And you're muted in Discord. Yep, you're here then.
Yeah, I'm muted and deafened in Discord.
Oh, you didn't have to deafen, but yeah, you might as well deafen. Yeah.
I was getting some feedback, so I thought I'd deafen.
Yeah, it would be confusing.
You get the echo.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's got my mic and headphones open in Discord.
So is there a type of push to talk in here?
If you mute yourself in here, if you're on a computer, you can use the space bar, but other than that, no.
I'm on a phone. I've got a big button. Big button in front of me saying "Done speaking." I'm guessing that's a
right up the top. There's a mute, start video, share content, etc. Just press it when you're not speaking.
I see. I got it.
You got it?
Worked it out.
Right, now you want us to go through your avatar, or do you think you can wait till next time?
You want me to put an avatar?
I don't know. Is the new upload able to change your avatar on the fly, Peter?
No.
Not on the phone. Not on a phone.
I have to go I have to go on the computer to do it.
Oh, computer you can do it, but not a phone.
On the phone, you have to jump out of the call, go into the application, change the photo, then come back into the call.
All right, so Professor Phil's now got a microphone.
I'll leave.
Oh, Professor Phil's back. Hey, Professor Phil. We can hear you. Yeah, we can slightly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yep. Are you in the same room?
Volume.
Okay.
Yeah, wait a minute.
All right. Well, I don't know what because I was connected to you by the car, and that was the problem. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the hell was wrong with that. I'm going to try and speaker on over here.
We're going to have to get this sorted before April 1st,
Ouch.
Phil, in case you have this debate with some people.
Holy.
Oh, where's all that noise is coming from? Who's who?
Okay, so you can. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm getting a lot of bumping noises coming from somewhere.
So you can hear. But you can't hear me, can you?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, all right, Well, I'm gonna hit the road because I'm parked on the side of Easton, and they'll stop and wonder what the hell I'm.
Sounds like his mic's bumping off something.
Yeah.
All right. Are you still there?
Yeah, we're still here. We're just making sure you're all right so I can continue.
No, that's all right. No, you go on. I'm just making my way. I'm on Eastley. Eastley.
The problem is, Phil, that you're making a lot of noises that are coming through our end really loud.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Your earphones are bumping.
Yeah. I can't imagine why. Try turning this.
Okay. Where was I?
No, hear you.
Yeah, well, we can hear you.
I'll catch up later.
Okay, we should be here for a little while anyway. Okay. Alright, okay.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear us? That's no good. No one's talking though.
Carl suggested that he might be having problems with his Bluetooth in the car.
Oh, he's connected through Bluetooth, has he?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how all that works.
It's white man magic and smokes and mirrors and stuff.
Holy shit.
What the hell was that?
That's Professor Phil.
That was the aliens coming to take away Professor Phil.
I'm gonna have to
he's
mute
been
him.
abducted right now. He's been abducted.
I don't think I've met Professor Phil.
Well, he's an actual
That was
professor. He might not be any good at working technology, but he knows his stuff to do with physics.
You put satellites up.
Is he a real flat earther?
No, he's a professor.
No.
He's a professor of physics, do you think?
So I've got to drive home and then do some domestic duty, so I might be off for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. You know where to find us.
I've got Zoom now.
Oh,
Hey.
you can get your pick an
Find an
avatar.
avatar when you're signed off.
Pick an avatar that you'd like to have here.
Oh,
and no porn. No porn.
I wouldn't do that, Terry. I've given those days up.
But he could have a prawn.
Yeah, I'm going to say, don't worry, it'll be artistic.
Alan.
Morning, Alan.
Steve. Grandad.
Morning.
Yes, it is, isn't it? It is morning.
We needed 3 Allens before we asked if it was Steve.
Oh, did we? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Farmers, can you confirm it's actually daytime over there at the moment?
It is. I'm having to lean forward because the sun's quite bright at the moment.
Oh, yeah, we have sun too. We
Really?
have sun too.
Well, you better get a photo of it quick.
Are you presupposing that that's the sun?
Oh.
In fact, the weather looks so good. I think I might even be pre-planning setting up the camera tonight for another Star Trial.
Oh.
Oh, that's a bit previous up here.
No, I don't think Peter can do it.
AccuWeather says it's looking reasonable till morning.
And what's your plans, Peter, for weather for filming? Earth calling Peter.
Oh, sorry, this.
I'm kind of looking out the window at the moment, Terry, and there's absolutely not a skerrick of a cloud in the sky.
You got to be kidding! Well, we've got them all up here.
Oh, you can keep them.
No. I don't want them.
No, the clouds are in quarantine.
Yeah. I was almost thinking about putting my camera out tonight to see what I can get.
Speaking of quarantine, I did want to ask this before. Has anyone done any national survey of towns and cities that have actually had confirmed cases? Recently? Like the most recent?
What
do you mean?
Take a photo of it through the curtains because it's that bright.
Wow, I'm getting blinded here.
Well, it's the only way I can take a photo of it. It is
I've just
really
put one in Discord.
Well, actually, it's further away, so it should be smaller, shouldn't it?
My auntie's gone into self-isolation.
Mine's in Discord. I can't get it up. Then here, I'm on the phone.
I've got another video here, but it's only got one video. I have to go and see if we can find some more videos. I didn't do any homework for videos tonight. I'm only just grabbing random ones off the Discords. Whatever creators have put anything out. 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. Videos are okay. Who took that photo? That's CGI. That's very artistic. That's a very artistic photo, actually. The way it's took, by allowing the sun to just filter through and.
I just stuck the iPhone out the window and took a picture. No thought at all.
So, did you want worldwide or did you want just Australia, Terry?
Oh, just for well, you can do Australia first, and if you've got any other info, you can throw that in after. Dave, how can you have number 4 when I haven't even got 4 videos?
Yeah, so 298 cases, 15 recovered. I think it said 5.
Is that worldwide?
Died.
Is that worldwide?
No, that's Australia. That's Australia.
So
27 have recovered, 5 have died.
I had 337 cases in Australia today.
So the only place in Australia that hasn't had a case is the Northern Territory.
Mm-hmm.
In excess of 50 cases in Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria.
Right.
There's 5+ confirmed cases in WA and South Australia, and 1 case in 1+ confirmed cases in Tasmania.
Now, I know this is going to be hard, but has it got the towns, or is it just saying the states?
It's just the states, but give me a moment.
Because I haven't really heard of Wollongong yet. If we've got any down here yet. I know in Sydney. I'm not sure how many in Sydney. Again, what you said. You just said New South Wales, but.
Yeah. Also, so this is from 1 p.m. today. Across the world, there have been more than 162,600 confirmed cases and 6,300 deaths.
6,300.
The total I've got right now is 170,954 cases, 6,531 deaths, and 77,841 total recoveries, with a affecting area of 157 territories.
Okay.
Australia here on this one's up to 375 cases with 27 recovered.
82 of those. Yeah, 82 of those are up for contention. They don't know if they're directly related to COVID-19.
Those just remember those ones that said 50 before, that I said 50, they were 50 plus, so there was more than 50. 7 in Tasmania, Scott.
Okay.
New Zealand's still at 8. So this is
Dave
accurate
said
for
he's
us, that's for sure.
Dave said he's had two cases, Dave, or 2 deaths. That'd be confirmed cases, I suppose, Dave. It wouldn't be as bad as deaths.
2 in Launceston and the rest in Hobart.
America's jumped up a bit today.
Off topic, Irish stew. Did you ever see D. Marble's sunlight tests where he had someone in USA, UK and Oz and checked the times to prove the sun was up all over the world? You should do one, prove him wrong.
Yeah, well, if you pick if you can get people far enough south and far enough north, it's actually quite easy to get a very wide area of the globe with the sun visible. I mean, it's a lot easier if you do it in between March and September, because the sun's, there's more people further north in the northern hemisphere to allow that very wide area of the earth to be bathed in sunlight.
Yeah, actually, there's a bloke we all know that's on a similar longitude/latitude to me, but he's in the north and I'm in the south. Huey living in Japan.
I was going to say, would that be Huey?
Yep. He's almost on the exact same line as me. It's like 1 degree off.
I think we can allow 110 kilometres, can't we?
How far is it in between each segment of longitude?
60.
It depends on how far apart you want to make them, Terry. It's
I thought it was 15 degrees or something.
That's 15
Per
degrees
hour.
of rotation per hour.
Oh, that's different to what
Time zones can be quite arbitrary, and actual lines of longitude. Well, there's an infinite number of lines of longitude.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
every position between north and south can be a line of longitude.
So you mean every position around the circumference of the Earth at the equator can be has a value for longitude, down to as fine a value as you want to apply to it.
Right. Okay.
This is the latest British. Just a picture.
Scott said I work at Loaves and Fishes Food Bank, Tasmania. Yes, Scott, what are you saying?
UK.
2 in Lawson's West in Hobart. Oh, okay.
1395 with 20 recovered and 35 dead. Does anyone have anybody they know who has the corona or has family in isolation? Or
Not that I know of yet.
Not that I know of.
Not personally, no.
My auntie went to self-isolation today.
Does anybody know what percentage of the population has to be infected before you actually do call it a pandemic? Because
already is one.
It already is a pandemic.
Yep.
What with 0.002% of the population infected?
No, it's not about the amount of cases. It's about the amount of locations that it's been in.
Exactly.
So, like America, the Premier of Victoria today has announced that all the galleries, museums, libraries, some schools will close the doors today. My daughter's school. So my daughter goes to TAFE, which is tertiary education. For those that don't know, she actually had a outdoor ed camp that she was meant to be going on tomorrow, which has now been cancelled.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
I
we
can
can,
hear
Professor Phil.
Can you still hear that noise?
No, it just sounded
No.
like you were moving your microphone around, like rearranging your microphone on hitting things. That's what it sounded
Oh,
like.
okay. Basically, I'm on my iPhone. It's in the car, and it's connected to the speaker system of it. You know, I don't know. You know, it's going over the speaker system of the car. So
Right.
Yeah. It still might work on the phone itself as well if you touch
Yeah,
the
it's still going to
mic.
pick up everything.
It's on everybody's thing, and if I turn it off, it doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
He sounds like an angry pensioner on Alan Jones.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. That's technology for you. Yeah.
It's a noisy one.
You know what? I just prefer a rocket and a satellite. It's so much freaking easier.
Well, that didn't work out too good last night.
Okay. No, this worked out fine last night.
No, the rocket he's talking about.
The rocket didn't fire, did it?
Oh no. That what do you call it? Who that Starlink, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Falcon 9.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. No, they don't know what they're doing.
Go on, flat Earth scientist. Go teach them what to do.
Take a quick flight over to Cape Canaveral, Phil, and tell them what's going on.
No, we're all locked out from everywhere. I can't even go to India. I'm supposed to be there in a couple of weeks' time. So we've got a geostationary satellite that's been cancelled, as you probably know. Have you heard about that?
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We had a very, very expensive geostationary satellite launch cancelled. So that was supposed to be. So that was gonna be in a couple of weeks' time, but it's not anymore. So I don't know. It's all madness. I mean, we're talking about $240 million. We're talking about a lot of money. I don't know. No one knows what's going to happen now. Indian government has said no foreigners. There's at least 6 foreigners on the team. So they've said no foreigners at all. They won't even give us any special dispensation to work on this. So they just closed the whole thing down. So yeah, not good.
Damn, flat Earth wins again.
Yeah. Anyway, so who are the ballers?
Oh, come on, Phil. I'll take you on.
Okay, off you go. Come on, ask me a question. I'm a flat earther. Ask me a question.
All right. Can you explain green flash at sunset on a flat Earth?
What at sunset?
Green flash.
Green flash.
Never heard of it.
No, you have to
Yeah,
tell
when the
me
sun
about
disappears, there's a boom. Supposedly.
Okay.
Professor Phil, I think you need to talk to Dr. Claudia Alba's PhD about that.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't talk to her.
That
No,
was
there
a
is,
conversation.
at sunset, there is a phenomenon, otherwise known as green shift.
Yeah.
That happens. Can you explain that on the flat Earth?
Well, it's obviously atmospheric. I mean, how hard can that be?
But the sun has to be almost all the way below the horizon for it to happen.
Yeah, and so I would imagine that it's called diffraction, which is what would happen like if it was going through a prism.
It goes up, not down.
What's that got to do with it? It's got
diffraction.
Diffraction
go downy.
Eh?
Diffraction downy, refraction uppy.
You can make diffraction any position you like.
Oh, you're just making up your own rules for light now, are you?
No. As long as you make you face the thin edge of the wedge, whatever direction you want, and that will be the direction of the diffraction.
Oh, so we live on a wedge, do we?
Who's the flat earther here? You or me?
I'm asking the questions, mate.
No, it's just that the atmosphere is thinner in one place and thicker in another, and that causes so it's behaving like a wedge.
Nuh-uh.
And you know this because you measured it how?
I've seen it.
No, I know you've seen the phenomenon, but you tell me what you measured to.
Hang on, who's the flat earther here? Flat earthers don't ask for measurements. You don't do math. What are you doing?
Well, this flat earther.
He's a false flat earther right there. There we go.
See,
this flat earther wants evidence.
Oh, evidence? But nah, see, you're not a flat earther.
You're not a flat earther.
What's your definition of evidence, Professor Phil?
Okay, so evidence means that you need some peer-reviewed stuff. You got to show me where the science is.
You're too smart to be a flat earther.
Yeah, that's not flat Earth.
Well, I can use the globey stuff to destroy the globe. Actually, I'm not interested in destroying the globe. I just want to show you that the Earth is flat. I'm not saying that it can't be a globe. I'm just saying that it can be flat.
Are you showing us with diagrams or CGI images or?
Oh, no need of that. You know the Earth is really, really massive. But it's like take an orange and lop the top of it. Isn't the top flat?
No.
Well, just take an orange and just cut a thin bit off the top.
There's one problem there, Professor.
Yep.
Scale.
I know, you're going to fall off the side, right?
No, scale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you will fall off the side from the orange juice.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking care of that.
Actually, I do have a question.
I've got a question
that will debunk. Why is it the North Pole?
Yeah, I think it's someone else.
There's only one.
What's that at the North Pole? Sorry? There is a South Pole.
No, but why is it called the North
Pole?
Yeah, but which direction?
Yeah, which direction's south?
Yeah, which direction's south, Phil?
It's the same as on your globe world, except that nobody ever goes there. They go to they do go to. That's the South Pole, no problem at all. It's just that where you go, that's not called the South Pole. That's not actually where it is.
Yeah, but on a flat Earth, the South Pole is an area, and on the globe Earth, it's actually an actual point, actual location.
What you call the North Pole and what you call the South Pole are still valid on the. We don't have this ring. Don't think about it like this ring. I don't. That's just nonsense. Okay, it's still an area north of the continents. That's the north. That's the Arctic area, and then south of us of Australia we have Antarctica. That's all good. No problem at all.
So what shapes this flat Earth that you're talking about, Professor?
It's pretty. No doubt that it's circular.
Well,
okay, Professor Phil, can I ask you a different question then?
Yeah, your turn, Alan.
Please, Professor Phil, could you explain radar horizon and why it is where it is and not where it should be why it is where it is for a globe of a radius of approximately 6371 kilometers instead of it being where it should be for a flat plane?
No, it's exactly where it is and where it should be, as if it were. Because I'm not saying that it isn't a sphere. I'm just saying it's a sphere with a little thin slither cut up at the top. So the radar works exactly the same way. Gravity works the way it should. The atmosphere works the way it should. All of that is not a problem. Okay, I'm I'm agreeing with you for all of that. For all of those, I'm not denying the physics.
And are we actually living on the spherical bit, or are we just living on the flat plane
We're
which
living,
sliced off the top?
we're living on that thin flat bit. It's quite large.
But if we're living, okay, if we're living on that thin flat bit, then then all our ground radars are on that thin flat bit, so they should still have a radar horizon based on a flat surface, not a spherical surface of approximately 6371 kilometers.
No, not at all, because even though it's got a flat surface, the physics of it has the field still a spherical surface. The field, like gravitational fields and that, are still spherical, even though the plane is actually flat.
But electromagnetic waves are not affected by gravity. Well, not that much by gravity. Not by the mass of the Earth. You know. Okay, put them near the sun, and maybe we bend them a little bit. But
okay, so it is. So I have a feeling that I might be calling on this ether.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
let's just imagine this. Just think about this. All right. You've got this very thin slither that's taken off the top, and as a result of that, the both magnetic and electric fields will follow both at right angles to each other, as you know, would still follow a curve over the top of this, over the top. So from the view of the magnetic and electrical field, which are at right angles to each other, they still are spherical. But the people, it's us underneath it, are actually living on a flat plate.
As I said before, electromagnetic waves aren't actually affected by external electric or magnetic fields.
But there's electromagnetic waves, and there's magnetic waves in one direction and right angles to that, as you know. There's electric.
There's the E field and the B field. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but remember, it's still photons. It's still photons, and photons don't get deflected by E fields or B fields.
Well, I think they would be in this case. I think that it would be strong enough for it to be deflected.
But the Earth's magnetic field is not that big. And I've certainly attempted to deflect photons I have literally attempted to deflect photons at with wavelengths that give a free space a frequency of around 3 gigahertz with much bigger magnetic fields than the Earth's magnetic field, and didn't get anything at all.
Well, you know something, I'm afraid I have to disagree, because I've got a little machine here which you know quite well is called a crow. Mm-hmm. And I can fire photons at the screen of my crow and deflect them. Not only can I deflect them, but I can actually drive them into a sine wave, as you know. And this is a crow. And all that matches. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a cathode ray oscilloscope.
But that's not photons, that's electrons that you're bending.
And
electrons have an electric field.
But hang on, Professor Phil.
With a magnetic field or an electric field.
Professor Phil.
Yes,
what's the Gauss strength of the magnets in that crow in comparison to the Gauss strength of the magnetic field of the Earth?
I'm just saying I don't know. I'm sitting in a car. Yeah, I'm not going to look that up.
It's quite a lot. Them coils are pretty big, and like I said, they're not photons that you're firing at the the screen. They are electrons.
Professor, you need.
I'll just be quiet again.
I've done cathode ray tubes as well, I'm afraid.
Do you reckon Flight to Flat Earth knows as much as you guys?
No.
The difference is here, Professor Phil, is you've got a fistful of people in this chat that together we make quite a clever person.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I was thinking that if I can argue with you guys in there, I will smash anybody. Okay, so.
Yeah, I mean,
I do have
let's
one
face
that will
it.
help you.
You want
Sorry,
Blue to
Alan.
help you? He might be awake. He might give you a hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, let's face it, I am picking my specialist subject of 9 years of service in the Royal Air Force.
And I totally expect you to. So, but what I'm thinking about is if I'm having this convo with Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth, I doubt they know that much. I'm not sure. Maybe Fight the Flat Earth does.
You want to be a bit careful with Team Skeptic because Team Skeptic was a radar tech in the US Navy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but they don't
Or
seem
radar
to understand the magic
navaids, at
convergence of photons towards the center level of your eye at your receptor stage.
Yeah, but you know something, you can actually get photons from the delivery of electrons. You can actually do that.
yeah.
You know?
I know.
So,
I mean,
I think I could happily disagree with what you said before.
yeah, Professor Phil, the output valve tube for the Americans of the radar was a 7-foot tall klystron that we were using 120 kV at 100 amps to accelerate the electrons down. When they did hit the other end, the photons they gave off were hard X-rays.
Yeah, well, it's hardly surprising. So how come you're arguing with me then?
But the point is that you can bend and modulate the flow of electrons.
Yes.
And I think it's really brilliant the way a klystron modulates the flow of electrons. It's great.
Yeah,
But they're electrons in a magnetic field. They're not photons in a magnetic field. Once they hit the other end and turn into photons, then the magnetic fields don't deflect them. Fortunately, most of them would go out the bottom and into the ground.
Hang on a second. You know, there's a very, very important experiment done by Einstein's friend. Now, look, oh God, what's his name?
Cherenkov radiation, maybe.
Oh my God! You know, he's looking at the sun in an eclipse. Edding. Oh, what's his name? Anyway,
Eddington.
Eddington's very famous experiment where he was looking at the sun in an eclipse, and of course, what was bending around the sun?
Photons. I did say that if we made the photons pass by something really massive, we would get a detectable effect. But we're not going to bend them very much with the Earth's mass.
I don't know. I think that the core of the Earth is really has enough mass to be able to bend it sufficiently over the radius of the Earth, and that's why it's like a cloud hanging in the shape of a dome. Now, don't think about a dome like this.
Professor Phil, the Earth would have to be made of antimatter because gravity would have to be working in the opposite direction.
No, but we've got magnetism and.
But that's the point. For the radar horizon over the flat surface, for you to bend it with gravity, you would need gravity to be working in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, I do have an answer for that now. Ready?
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
I know. You don't have very much money. You haven't been doing it for very long.
Okay, next.
That's the usual one.
Okay.
Everything at once.
Okay, then Phil, we'll leave it at that, and then we'll go to another area.
Yeah, okay.
Professor Phil,
Sorry, Peter. Have you got a topic? Have you?
No, I'll just give him an answer for next time that he doesn't have an answer.
Yeah.
No.
I don't have the answer to your question at the moment. However, I'll find out and get back to you at a later date.
Oh.
I use that all the time.
There's no flat earther ever.
I'm an expert at that. What are you talking about?
I got a question.
Or you could always
It was my favourite.
You could always do.
It was my favourite. Sorry, Terry. It was my favourite answer whenever I was instructing in the army, and I didn't have the answer on me at the time. It's the diversion to another time. I'll get back to you.
Well, we actually we by default have to say that if we don't have an answer, because the people who we're teaching at university are smart enough to know when you're bullshitting them. So don't. So
Okay.
so that's one of the that's one of my fellow flat earthers get this really wrong. They think that we can indoctrinate students. They think students must be really stupid.
So do you think the black swan's dead, Phil?
I've got no problem with that. That's just a flat earth piece of nonsense. I told them to drop it. I told them to forget about it, because looming happens whether the thing is flat or not. So that's just nonsense. I told them. I already said drop that. That's the globies are definitely right about that. Light will the looming will happen. That doesn't mean it's not happening on a flat surface, but it certainly is happening. Let's not argue about that.
Okay.
I guess at a university, the get back to you later on it question could even be answered. We don't know yet. That's your job to find out.
Oh my God! You guys are mind readers.
How about some easy ones like on a flat Earth? Why doesn't the sun, in our observation, shrink in angular size on onset of sunrise and sunset?
Don't say
Now why should it, and what makes you think it goes around the way the silly flat earthers people think it does? It doesn't go around like that. Otherwise, it would need a magic lampshade.
What does it do then?
I don't bloody know, but it doesn't do what they reckon it does.
Thank you very much. There you go. The Earth isn't flat. Good night.
Yeah.
I got a question. Terry.
Oh, okay, Sheepy.
Today on Jose's, the question of flat Earth was brought up, and a seemingly simple question, easily answered on the globe Earth model. How does it, as you know, the question was, how does a total lunar eclipse happen on a flat Earth? Now we know that when it happens on a globe Earth, the Earth is in the way of the sun, and the shadow of the Earth is cast onto the moon.
Yep.
Now, this was asked to one flat earther who just kept going on and on and on. Other flat earthers in the chat got very loud, but they couldn't answer either. So, Professor Phil, honorary flat earther.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Okay, go ahead.
That's not a challenge. That's not a challenge.
It's not.
It happens the way you think it does.
Oh. You're getting good at this. That's exactly what the first flat earther said. It happens the same way, exactly how we see it.
Yeah,
now, when pushed for an answer, what would you say?
Oh well, I'd say that if it's lunar, the sun comes between the moon comes between the sun. The sun is a long way away. The sun is 93 million miles away.
What blocks it?
Yeah. Well, the moon blocks it.
Dude, how do you know it? How do you know it's 93 million miles
The moon
away?
blocks its. The moon blocks itself.
We got the transit of Venus. We worked that out a long time ago.
How do you know how far away Venus is?
We can two people on either side of the flat plane, looking at Venus, can form a triangle to it and use what the cos rule would work that out. You can.
It's just a light in the sky, mate.
Oh no, of course not. Well, flatties aren't all stupid, you know.
But
you don't know what it is, mate.
How does the moon block itself?
That's a planet. You know what happened? Something must have hit the Earth a long time ago and flattened the top of it.
Ah, right. So you're an
That's how we got to be here.
You believe in the
He is.
Aristarchus tree.
Yeah, he's a Pete Shea.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So your answer was the moon blocks itself during a lunar eclipse.
The moon blocks away the sunlight. That's the eclipse.
How?
Well, it comes between us. The moon is 200,000, 400,000 kilometers away. The sun is 150 million kilometers away. So of course it can block.
On a flat Earth, the moon's inside the dome.
At Sheeples, didn't you ask about lunar eclipses?
Yeah, you didn't ask about a solar eclipse. You asked about a lunar eclipse.
I asked about total lunar eclipse. Yeah.
Just like in my photograph.
There's no dome.
Stop sharing your shitty fucking photos.
There's no dome. There's no dome, and the sun is 150 million kilometers away. There's very little difference between the ball and the flat Earth. It's just that we live just at the top of this ball. That's been sliced. That's the only difference.
So what's the diameter of this slice?
What is it? We can work it out. I don't know exactly, but off the top of my head, I would have to get back to you on that.
Well, hang on. So if the diameter at the equator is 8,000 kilometers, right?
Yeah.
What's the disk?
No, the disk is just a slice off the top of the sphere, right?
Okay,
so
the
very
slice.
Small. It would only be it's very thin, so it might only be what? How tall is Everest? About 29,000 feet. So it's probably anywhere around about the 30,000 feet mark. So
about 8 kilometers.
Yeah, at the most. That's the difference. That's the difference between the ball that you claim it is and the flat surface that I claim it is. It's only about 8 kilometers.
So it's 2/3 of the way from me to Manapara in my town, because that's 12 kilometers away.
Yeah, it's absolutely bugger all.
Why can't I see the shopping centre from here?
Well, for all sorts of reasons why you can't see far.
Is it the fact that there's a fence in another house behind my house, and that's why I can't
Something
see it?
like that.
Or is it
Yeah,
that the horizon's risen to my eye level?
No. I don't buy into that flat Earth nonsense. Those religious people. I'm not religious. I'm a scientist.
Yeah, but Phil, this is the thing, right? If you're going to play the flat earther and you start telling them that no, you can't have that one, and you can't have that one, and you can't have, they're just going to turn around and say, "Piss off, mate."
No, I agree with that, and that's why they're in a flap still about it. Because they reckon I'm trying to. They reckon that I was trying to get them to agree with me, and then I'd pounce on them and say, "See, I told you." They didn't trust me.
Okay, I've got another one for you, Phil.
Yeah.
Explain flight paths on a flat Earth.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, I don't have a problem with that. The thing is, you start from somewhere. You follow that magnetic arch. Okay. So in other words, you pretty much what you do on the globe. I actually don't see a difference.
Well, planes don't turn bank left or turn left all the time from Sydney to San Diego.
And they don't need to, because they're going up and following an arch and then coming down following down. So they don't need to turn left.
They can just fly straight. They can just fly straight from east, from Sydney, and end up. And where wouldn't it hit the ice wall if they kept going straight?
What ice wall?
On the edge of the Earth, on the edge of your disc flat Earth.
No, we don't have that. You get your mind out of this this silly flat Earth thing. There's no ice wall, nothing. I do have an issue with I do have to inject a little bit of magic in it, but because you probably haven't heard of the Pac-Man.
Yes, I have. I have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's how the sun works.
That's how the sun works. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and the other thing is that's the reason that you can't fall off the edge, because the minute you walk over the edge, the Pac-Man effect grabs you and takes you to the other side.
Oh, and you come back on the other side. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's why you can't fall off the edge. It's the Pac-Man effect.
Well, I suppose we don't want to do.
Something to do.
Yeah.
No, it's got some. There is some magnetic or whatever effect there that we're not really sure about.
I cannot
how it
believe
works.
I just heard a professor of physics say the Pac-Man effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. They had to get something right.
Now, do you want to get into star rotation?
Okay, let's have a go with that.
Okay,
Actually, I
off
was
you,
going to
off
get
you
into
go.
constellations.
Oh, well, yeah. I was just going to go basically
Yeah.
and just get the star rotation, north and south.
Okay, so yeah, that's the same. The stars isn't a problem. It's the same issue that you have.
Well, here's the
What
question.
issue?
Though.
We don't have an issue.
Yeah, we don't have an issue.
No, it's the same. It's the same. No, I know you don't have an issue. Yeah. No, it's the same thing. So yeah.
No, my question is, why are there stars that we can see now that we couldn't see 120 years ago?
Well, you tell me.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
I asked you. Burden of proof, mate.
You're the burden of proof. You're the one asking it.
Yeah, I know why, though.
Well, you've got to tell us. It's your burden of proof. You're the one who claimed it.
My answer to that is whatever you were going to tell me is your answer. That's my answer too.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the fact that we've moved around the galactic axis?
Is that why you agree? Is that why you think it is?
Absolutely. Stars that are outside of our galaxy are in different position.
I'm not arguing with you then.
Right. Okay. So why is Aquarius the main constellation in our sky at the moment?
Well, it just is. Why is that a problem?
It just is. Why do my feet smell? They just do.
I got a contentious topic for you, Phil, that needed to have been clarified at one time. Air pressure, gas pressure, or air pressure inside a vacuum, and also pressure gradient and pressure gradient.
No,
yeah.
Oh, all of that's not a problem, and forget about air pressure next to a vacuum. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's already got
there is no vacuum. There is no vacuum. Okay, that's just a myth. It's just the gradient allowing the less and less molecules of air until and that goes on indefinitely, getting less and less. There is no vacuum. So you use the word vacuum, it's a nonsense word for that.
I don't know whether I'm talking to a flat earther or a globie here.
No, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to agree with as much as possible about what you say.
Yeah, but then you're not a flat earther then, are you?
No, but I'm not going to agree on one thing, and that is that the top of where we live is not flat. That I'm not agreeing with, but I'm going to agree with all the other stuff you say. Now, what happens is, if I do agree with all the other stuff you say, it is now the onus is now on you to tell me why I'm wrong about your model.
That's
okay, Professor Phil. Professor Phil, before we move on, just so that I can clarify my model clarify your model in my head.
Yeah.
Are all the continents on top of this lemon slice topped off orange type area, or are they spread down the rest of the, shall we call it a planet?
No, they're not. They're not spread around.
So they're all on top?
Yeah,
so could you explain to me why the distance between, for example, Sydney, Australia, across to Perth, Australia, and the differences between your model and reality, and the distance, say, from Perth to South Africa in your model in compared to reality, and the distance from Africa to Chile on your model in comparison to reality.
And where did you see my model?
Well, you explained it.
No, I just said it was flat.
Well, I'm asking for clarification of the distances in comparison.
You said my model this, my model that, and you haven't even seen my model. I just said it was flat. You rearrange the continents in such a way that they become real. And you take a flat map, right, which is more or less okay. A normal flat map is more or less okay. Put that in a circle. There you go.
Yeah. So, do your distances on your model correspond to what we measure in reality?
Yes, of course. They should. Yeah,
no. Well, is it they do or they should?
No, they do. They do.
They do. I'd love to see this model, Professor Phil. Are you able to present it?
Give me a chance to get out of the car.
I've worked it out, Peter. He's a flat top earther.
A flat top earther.
Okay.
So that is a very good way of putting it.
Flat top earther.
Love that. Yep, that's it. Flat top earther. That's a good one.
So is your map? So you can't agree that your flat top Earth map is representative of, say, the United Nations map?
Oh no, that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
Well, so your model, Professor Phil, in relation to, say, Polaris.
Yeah.
Now, as you are a professor and you're quite a learned and knowledgeable individual, you're quite aware of how that we can measure distances using angles and all of that type of stuff. Now,
totally.
Does your model give an accurate representation of the distance of Polaris as well, or does the angles change, or are they?
No, it's pretty good actually. That's
pretty good.
Right. It's right in the center, straight up. That's Polaris.
So no matter where you are on that model, you can see Polaris over your head.
Well, could you see it from the south? That's a good point. Let me think. You shouldn't be able to. You should not be able to see Polaris.
But do you?
No. Well, if I said you shouldn't be able to, then no. No, you can't see Polaris. What am I talking about? Of course you can't. Of course you can't.
I can see a planet. I can see a planet right now.
Are you trying to tell me that you can see Polaris from Australia?
Not far from it.
So.
Far from it. But
exactly.
The measurements that I've got.
You should.
Because the measurements that I've got to the angle of the dangle to Polaris states that I have to go through the center of the Earth.
Yeah, no, but you wouldn't be able to see Polaris from over there.
So what's actually stopping you from seeing it on a flat plane?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
You can do the Kent. There's a Kent Hovind that said, "Sorry,
I'm not prepared for that."
I've actually got a flat top Earth. If you'd like to see it,
it's probably got to do with something. It's probably got to do with something to do with the with that magnetic dome that I'm talking about.
Oh, the magnetic dome.
Well, it is kind of a dome over the top of it, but it's quite solid all the way through. So yeah, it is a magnetic dome.
Is that sort of a Schwarzschild type thing? I wouldn't call it a.
I'd almost call us beneath it a Faraday cage.
So on the premise that you said that you were going to try to agree with everything that we say, and make your flat Earth work, you'd agree that there's space and satellites.
Yes, totally.
Then why do the satellites up in space tell us that the Earth that we're on isn't the shape that you're saying?
No, the satellites are saying that it's practically spherical, and it is. I didn't say it's not spherical. I just said it's flat at the top.
Yeah, well, the satellites don't say that it's flat at the top, though.
Satellites don't say anything. They just go round and round.
But they've taken pictures. In particular, one something 8.
Himawari 8.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Terry. Himawari 8. That's right.
Yeah. Well, if you look at, I don't know. It depends. If the Himawari 8 is looking down at the flat top, so what?
Oh, no, it can't see the flat top. That's just the point.
It's looking at it from the side, not from the top.
It's looking at it's looking at the side because it can only see.
No, you said that it's looking at the side. That's not what it is happening, though. You've
Well,
got that totally wrong.
if your depiction of the flat map was correct, Himawari 8 would be able to see all of the continents all at once.
All the planets, yeah, all the continents.
Yeah, well, you'd expect that. The trouble is that it's not. Its lens is not trained that far.
I disagree because the lens can actually see from one side all the way over to the other.
There you go. I just proved Professor Phil correct.
Yeah,
you probably can't see it.
But Professor Phil said that the continents don't drape over the side; they're all on the top.
He said they're all on top.
Yeah, well,
but he can't. But Professor Phil can't. But Professor Phil can't explain what orientation the continents are in on this flat top plane.
Yeah. I actually remember. I've only just invented this.
Invented?
He hasn't had enough time to do his homework.
When does Flat Earther invent anything? I thought Flat Earthers know.
The thing is, Professor Phil, if we don't poke holes in your story, you're not going to make a stronger one.
No, I agree with that totally, so I much appreciate all the holes that I'm getting.
Yeah, if it's got as many holes as the Titanic did right now.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm leaking everywhere. I can tell you that now, and I totally agree with that. Oh yeah, no, there's a bit of work in it, but I tell you what, if they're not as smart as you guys, so I actually had quite an easy time the other day, right? because they just thick as bricks.
Yeah. When you talk to Craig, it's fight the tight shirt, not fight the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Fight the tight shirt.
No,
is his new name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I've got to. I'll figure out a way to get around Ray. I might bribe him. That'll do it. I might bribe him to be stupid.
Oh no. If you spoke to him the right way, he might get internet troubles.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, you know something. The exercise is to give us a bit of entertainment, and also to get those flatties to actually think outside the box and get out of that stupid religion that they're in.
Professor, are you in agreement if you could talk them into doing it on my channel? Unless they want to talk.
I prefer your channel, Terry.
Okay.
Except you guys got to shut up, all right?
Oh, there won't be anyone else. There won't be anyone else in here.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. So you guys, that's okay. So everybody be quiet and let me at the if it's Team Skeptic or Fight the Flat Earth, that's all right. And we'll have I'd like to get who is it? Who's the other
Stingray.
guy? The other
Stingray.
Yeah, Stingray, because he's almost as annoying as Oakley in the way he says it. Oh, he's almost as annoying as Oakley. If he kept on, he'd have the same damn voice. I need somebody like that as a wingman.
Yeah, but he'll monologue, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's okay. He'll put everybody else to sleep, and they will win just by default. So, no, it'd be good to have.
And we're trying to plan it for April Fool.
That's the perfect date, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the perfect date. Yeah. Okay, so do you know what day that is? I haven't even looked at the calendar.
That's our Wednesday.
Perfect.
That's my normal Wednesday stream day, but I don't know what time of day.
Wednesday fortnight.
Oh, you have to make it in the morning, unfortunately. Yeah, you can't have it late, though. That's the trouble. You can either have it very late, because I still have to, on the Wednesday, I have to start at, I still got lectures at 4:30 and finish about 9, something like that. So.
Well, if it's
If we're going to get team. Sorry, Terry. If you're going to get Team and Dean, it's going to have to be 9 a.m.
Yeah, if you want to make it a morning show, no problems.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It might be have to be our morning.
Yeah, our morning would be perfect.
Yeah. Well, as long as they don't talk you out, if anyone else tries to talk you out of not having it here, well, hopefully Dean. I don't know what Dean thinks if he wants to have it here or not too.
We're staying with the Aussie show for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, but as long as there's no Aussies, because they all got brains, other than that flat Earth Jesus, what his name is, and Mitchell.
Oh, Mitchell. He's special.
Yeah, he's very special. Yeah. I reckon I could turn him into a globy flat. No, what do you call it? Flat top.
Flat top.
I want to turn Mitchell into a flat top.
A flat top. Okay.
Flat top.
Yeah. We could turn Mitchell into a flat top.
Yeah, it's locally flat, but the rest is a globe. Go with that.
Yeah, exactly. So let's make the thing, turn Mitchell into a flat top. Actually, we might even be able to get Aussie Jesus into a flat top, except he's extra specially idiotic, so maybe not.
I think he's in sort of a bit of isolation at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Mitchell could turn into a flat top.
Have you been following that Victor Special Agent General lately on Team Skeptics and Flat Earth channel? Oh, you missed out on him.
No, I haven't had much chance. This is marking so many papers. It's hard to get anything done now. Anything like that.
We just played a clip. We just played a clip earlier of one of the shows. It was Team Skeptic's show, I think, and he was getting confused between area and volume. He thought they were both the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he thought squared and cubed were the same thing.
So Alan, I want to get back to you, Alan. This idea about the magnetic dome. What do you reckon? Magnetic field in one direction, electric field in the right angles to it.
Doesn't help us with unfortunately, it doesn't help us with photons.
Oh, you just forget about the photons.
Sorry. Yes, it would be. Yes, it's a really great way to, as we would say, baffle them with bullshit.
Yeah, hello? I think so too.
Yeah, if you get people who don't really, who are not that aware, then it's a good one because like you say, you can point to a television or an old-fashioned TV or an oscilloscope with a CRT in it, and you can say, look, we can bend it, because they're not going to realise that you're talking about bending electrons to fire them into a phosphor screen, which is then going to convert them into photons.
Yeah, that's where the photons happen, not along the way.
Yeah.
But they don't know that.
Oh, you should.
Of course not.
You should call it a galvanic radiation stream that causes the photons to bend due to the electromagnetic spectrum.
Okay, then if you're gonna go down this electric type magnetic thing, Why would a compass only point in one direction then if there's an electric field or electromagnetic
No,
field?
because the magnetic field is only going in one direction. That's easy.
Because the B field's at 90 degrees to the E field.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah,
But
exactly.
for those that don't know,
and then the
we
ether.
refer to magnetic fields as B fields and electric
Yes.
fields as E fields.
Yes, that's right. Because
Yeah, but then the ether comes along and writes any miscorrections.
In fact, I'll give them the formula: F equals ILB sine theta. How's that?
Oh dear, don't.
There you go. Yeah.
You're going to bring formulas into it. You're not going to be a flat earther for very long.
No.
No, that's the electromagnetic force equation.
Got to bring formulas in to show them that this flat is actually backed by science. Okay, so in other words, you better believe it. It's backed by science. Anyway, all right, I better go, guys. I've arrived home.
Okay then, Phil.
All right, mate.
Thanks
Talk to you later.
Thanks for dropping in, mate.
No worries. It was my pleasure.
I
All
missed
right, let's do this flat Earth thing, though.
Oh yes.
Actually, that'll be fantastic. All right, I'll see you guys later. Cheers.
Later, Phil.
Okay, bye.
Phil.
Did I hear a was?
Yeah,
It was.
I had a problem.
Was.
I swapped from Wi-Fi to 4G and it didn't reconnect me properly. I had to leave and rejoin. I had a few things that I wanted to pull Professor Phil up on because there is a mathematical model to show gravity working on a flat Earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there?
I've got to dig it up. I've got it saved somewhere.
Well, if you're around on the Wednesday, the 1st of April Fool's Day, you might be able to throw it in by then.
Yeah, okay.
I'd suggest trying to get it to him before then.
Yeah, that's what I said, by then.
Terry,
if I
we
post
might.
it in Fair Suck, will you get it?
I might have to make up a new
room for Professor Phil help.
Phil's fallacies.
Yeah,
Professor Phil's fallacy room.
I'll create it down. I'll create it down in
and
here.
And the whole thing with the dome he was talking about. Doesn't anyone ever remember the cathode ray tube?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Oh, you were talking about that, were you?
We were talking about.
Yeah, that must have been when you dropped, was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but of course we all remember that the bits that get moved around are is the electron stream before it hits the phosphor.
Yeah, like when they use the degaussing guns on them.
So
see them move the screen. Yeah.
Can I suggest he could even throw in this explains the northern lights? So if he's going to throw down that whole B wave and E wave thing, well, that would explain the northern lights as they occur.
Yeah. And don't forget that its nickname is B&E, right? Which also stands for bacon and eggs.
Oh dear. Oh dear, this has gone down a new curve.
Bacon and eggs. Bacon.
Stars are out, Pete.
Yeah, no.
So is a particular planet.
Which planet are you looking at the moment? Venus?
Yeah, well, see, the sun was still shining and there was this bright dot just there in like a sunbeam. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's over my horizon now.
Hey, I'll make up a new name.
Your personal horizon.
There's a new Discord channel name called Professor Phil Flat Top Earth.
Nice.
That's down in the secret place.
Actually, I've got one that explains the sun for a flat Earth. It's a bit odd, but see if I can find it.
I think you've got access to that place, when you get your thing.
Where did I put it? Is it? Which one's it in?
Okay, I've got to find it.
Yeah, just below Oz Squad.
All right, mate.
Or follow
Oh,
Oz
yeah.
Squad down, you'll find it.
That one. Check that out. Flat Earth sunrises.
How many suns is there? There's 3 suns.
Well, no, it's showing. Look at the dates. Solstice and equinox.
Yeah, but that's kind of having the sun go around the flat plane. And how do you
and
have?
that doesn't work in. That won't work in
doesn't it?
Australia.
Oh, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean,
You do
how-
realise that. Hang on. That disc spins, by the way.
Yeah, but
this
what
is my
about
model.
bits of the Earth that are in darkness while other bits are in sunlight?
Yeah, that doesn't explain
no, that's
that.
just local darkness, mate.
Local
It's 'cause-
darkness.
Well, no, because of the limited photon range, right?
And what?
Now,
Because of the inverse cube law.
Well, no, it's actually the cubed inverse law. So you didn't think about that. You cube it first, then you inverse it, right? Now, if I'm going to get all stingray on you, it's the fact that the magical convergence of it isn't making it to your eye at night time.
Oh dear.
Irish
Go on,
Jew
prove me
said
wrong.
the new stream title, The Aussie Sellout. What?
Yeah.
What? What? Look, we get paid by NASA, so we do what they say.
Can't we call it the Great Toilet Paper Heist?
Well, speaking of toilet paper.
What? Where's Riley? What?
Huh? What?
News updates.
Please, there is no need to panic regarding a shortage of toilet rolls in the supermarkets. Do not panic buy. Instead, get yourself one of these. Use it, allow it to lick itself clean, ready for next time. Thank you very much.
Shut up and sit down.
All that for that, Mr. Sensible. Oh dear.
Probably
So
won't
the
like
pets,
that one.
pets are becoming useful.
I see Pie Parrot has got a cock block out.
Yep.
She does indeed.
You've really got to change that avatar of yours.
Oh, it's perfect. Why?
You keep putting out these books. You keep putting out these books, and you keep putting that
What
avatar.
avatar?
On. It's like,
My TARDIS.
too cute to be
Oh, that one.
toxic.
Yeah, but that's not on YouTube.
Yeah. That does display on YouTube.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Parrot's a NASA TARDIS.
Not on her channel.
I'm confused. I'm confused what you're talking about.
No, but the fact that I said that Pip's got a cock block out, and then you said I sure
No,
have,
right.
and then your little avatar comes up that says too cute to be toxic.
Yeah.
Have we got any more vids?
Finding some good books that bloody do.
But she's not too cute to be intoxicated.
Yeah.
Nobody else out there? We're all caught up for today. And obviously 1 minute debunk, we're going to do a 1 minute debunk marathon.
Special.
Yeah. What else have we got? Going back. You missed out on a Wade's Underworld Sleeping Warrior updates his channel.
Oh, I saw that.
And Anton Petrov, we found a strange star that pulsates.
Would you?
What?
Do you feel like doing something to make sheeple feel at home?
What about Dex?
No.
Huh? Somebody just dropped in. Who dropped?
There you go. Have a look at that one, Terry.
It was dropped. Where are you?
In your internal.
I'm bracing myself.
Okay. Goes for a minute. 53.
Well, it's a nice 2-minute one.
That's episode 2, though.
You could go back to you could go back to episode 1 if you wanted. If you just go to his channel.
Have you seen episode 2?
I haven't seen it. It's just come up on my stream not long ago.
I think it's wise only that we watch episode 1 to get episode 2.
Well, considering how short they are, bless you, Pip.
Yeah, they only go for a minute. Yeah, but I don't want to offend anyone.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Oh, like racism and all that sort of stuff.
I'll just listen. Hang on.
We need to just... Well, there's no episode 1, actually. Oh, yes, there is. Living with Conspiracy episode 1. 2 weeks ago. That goes 3 minutes, and then the one you just got then. He's only got about 4 videos on his whole channel. 26 subscribers.
He's only fairly new.
Okay.
You don't sneeze, Carl. You don't sneeze.
Too soon? Yeah, probably. But if you feel offended with this in any way, shape or form, Sheepy, well,
It's okay to get offended.
Just to let you know, I can't type in the live chat because it's not low.
Bro, I must say, apples have to be the nicest fruit ever. Ugh, you would say that. Well, yeah, because, bro, they're nice as. That and, they're central to your religion. Eh? What fucking religion? Your stupid globe religion? Bro, what the fuck? It's the fruit Adam and Eve ate. You know, tricked by the devil. It's the reason why Isaac Newton used it when he made up his gravity. A, he didn't make up gravity. And B, bro, you just used a religious story. Bro, not even one that makes any sense. See, that's all you globies have. Insults. You can't even prove your so-called curve. Bro, the fuck? But you tried to insult me first. And what do you mean you can't prove the curve? Bro, you live in Wellington, G. Go down to the coast, all right, and look out. You can't see the South Island because it's hidden behind the curve. Okay, how did I insult you, huh? What, was it because I questioned your indoctrination about your stupid gravity? And no, the reason why you can't see the South Island is because your eyes can only see so far. It's called perspective. Look it up. Indoctrination? Bro, what the fuck are you on about? And, bro, if it was all just because of our eyes, bro, then why can you see the top of the island, but you can't see the beaches on a sunny day? Yes, indoctrination. And I've already said it's perspective. Fuck, you're a dumbass. Whoa, bro, who's using the name calling now? And fuck, if it's all just your perspective, then why is the island disappearing bottom up and not shrinking universally? You know what? I don't have to listen to your shit, okay? Why don't you do your own fucking research, huh? Watch some fucking Dubai and wake the fuck up. How the fuck is watching Dubai doing research? Hey, I'm not gonna force feed you this shit, alright? You brought it up, you do your own research. Brought this up? What the fuck, bro? I only said I like apples. Yeah, to try and shove your fucking globe earth bullshit religion onto me. The fuck, man? It's fucking flat. Now fuck off.
Hey,
I'm
that's really
sorry if that
loud.
offended anyone, Sheepy. That I don't know if that's atypical of all New Zealanders or not.
Well, there's an element of it, Terry, but the swearing is
You know
what
who
really
that
gets
is,
me.
Sheeple, right? You know who that is.
No, I don't.
It's
No
Ivan.
clue.
It's Ivan.
Who?
Ivan
You
the
know,
Russian.
Ivan, the one who likes the vodka, talking with his Kiwi friend down in
shell.
the village.
Oh, right.
The shill.
Right,
Particular
okay.
shill. From the Kiwi lanes.
Fair enough.
I even did a
Fair
collab
enough.
with him, mate. Jeez.
Well, so he's
Go
not
look at my
real
channel.
Kiwi then, is that what you're saying?
No,
Yes,
he's a
yes.
real
Real Kiwi,
Kiwi.
bro.
He's a
I'm
real
just-
Kiwi.
I'm just shocked. I mean, we swear and we say the F
Yeah.
word, but that was close to Australian level just then.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's as white as you are, Sheeple.
Well, I'm very white.
Well, most New
And
Zealanders
my
are
friend
white,
Scott Brown, who lives up
except for the
Kerry
ones that
Kerry,
aren't.
he's whiter than a whitey.
Yeah. I tell you what, that was a lot of swearing for Terry's show.
Yeah.
Like, it's just as bad as Isaac. Play.
Yeah, it's almost Isaac Butterfield.
Yo, finally home after a long ass fucking week. Whoo! Fuck. Hey, am I looking forward to just relaxing? Bro, fuck, I'm home, G. Bro. Where the fuck is he? Yo, bro. Fuck you in here, bro. G. Huh? Fuck, where the fuck is he? Bro. Yes, Dave. That's exactly why we know that the world must be flat. Bro. Bro, what the fuck? Because, I mean, if Dubai says... Bro, why the fuck are you streaming in your undies? Bro, don't you even know how to fucking knock? Bro, why does it fucking stink so bad in here? Fuck, is that a fucking stiffy? What? Nah, bro, just fuck off. Bro. Gee, I was just kidding. Bro. Ah, a fucking weirdo, man. Fuck, he's such a fucking egg, man. Sorry about that. Just my dumbass bloody flatmate being dumb again with his globe-tard religion.
If you want.
Tell him I'm dropping the link out there, Terry.
That's the gun I shot.
Oh, the peanut gallery.
There.
Yeah.
Style. Yeah, so I knew this guy called Matt Dog, and you know, he was he was white as, but he had this accent just like that. And he was one day coming in, and another mate had his feet on the table, and he goes, "Get your foots off the table, man!" And then the other dude looks at him and goes, "It's feet, man." Oh, it was so funny. So funny. Yeah, we do have a lot of people like that.
Oh, pardon me. What else have we got here?
So has he made another separate channel, or is this an anti-flatter?
Yeah, no, this is a separate channel again.
Okay.
I've dropped the link out in the Peanut Gallery, and I'll drop it in here for anyone else that wants it. He's only got like 26 subs at the moment, so.
Subbed.
I subbed, and I rung the little notification bell so I'd be updated with any new shows from the Easy Flatty.
Then it's not Oakley Mippet, it's Sleeping Warrior.
Well, actually, it was both.
Like, so he's only had the channel up for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But he's good. He's funny. Anyone that can take the piss out of themselves is worth a laugh.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny.
Then how come Anthony Riley doesn't laugh at himself?
Because everyone else is too busy doing it for him.
No,
like
but the
his
thing is,
research.
he took his piss out on stream and he wasn't laughing about it. Oh, see? Conundrum.
Oh, live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, he streamed on stream and he wasn't laughing at himself because he took the piss.
He captured the piss. You want to go outside, cat? Hey?
Meow.
One in,
I just
one
let
in, one
mine
out.
out.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's funny because I've got 3, right? Sometimes I'll get 2 come in, 1 goes out, 1 comes in, 2 go out, or all 3 go out, and then 1 decides, nah, bugger this, I'm going back in.
yeah, the kitten's been a bit of a terror today, so it's 1 in the room, locked away, can't get out. 1. Oh, now you're coming to steal the other's food. I see how you work. Interesting. I told him he wasn't getting any extra food. Now he thinks I left that food for him. Bloody hell. Oh, gee, bro. Do Mickey.
I got hit this morning. She's not coming and pester me anymore. She got told to go away.
She got hit?
No. She's learnt what a few keywords actually mean now.
I thought you were
like
saying she got hit by a car or something. Far out.
No. More, yeah, it's sort of, you know, a word of your choice followed by off.
Yeah.
She seems to be learning it now because otherwise she wants to come and sit.
That's why I said, would FO be close?
Yeah, Foxtrot Oscar, Papa Oscar.
Yeah.
I just do a loud clap, and my oldest cat knows exactly what that means. I clap, and the kitten just looks at me
obelisk.
Just looks at me and like, what?
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's hanging off the couch, like crawling into the seat or whatever. It's like, you're hanging on the couch. It's fun, isn't it? It's like, what are you talking about? But no,
you mean that sort of, sorry, it's sideways, but that sort of a look.
Yeah. That sort of a look.
Yeah, got a hell of a fright the other day. They jumped up, like normally climbs up on the bar stool and then grabs it and climbs up on my pants. And when he got to the top, all the pants flipped off the top and he fell down, and all the pants on top of it. He freaks out because the pants landed on her head. She's like, running, oh shit. It was really funny, smashed into the other chair. It's just, it was manic. She's a manic cat. But I got myself a water pistol now. And, to do something just a little bit too much, like climb the curtains to the very top while clawing holes in it all the way up. They have to get a little bit of a shot, but it only happens a few times a month at the moment.
Well, I might call it time.
You can do that, Terry.
Yeah, well, we've been going for 4 hours. That's enough for tonight. Because we went last night as well.
Mm.
And tomorrow I've got a... tomorrow evening, I haven't got time tonight. I'll be too tired. Tomorrow afternoon I'll work out the title and direction we're heading for Wednesday night. We'll have a board meeting tomorrow afternoon sometime. Put our collective brains together.
Right on.
Well, that sounds like a plan, Terry.
And it might be a 350 sub special tomorrow night if the way things are going.
350.
Not 350, 450, sorry.
Good save, you lost a few.
Yeah, I thought that myself when I said it. That didn't sound right. Oh, Aaron, you're a bit late. We're just heading out. We're going over to Discord for coffee and cake or whatever.
Coffee and cake.
Coffee and cake.
Tea and biscuits.
Yeah, we're all going to get fat.
Muffins.
Muffins?
Muffins.
Yeah, I don't mind muffins.
It's so funny, like cupcakes, muffins, and what was the other one? I don't know. I'm telling the story.
Yeah, you're telling the story.
I can't remember. Biscuits, right? All very different things in America.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they all mean different things. Oh, well, who we had left here? We had Alan, Dave, Big Blue's asleep, Pip's still there, I think. Quasar's asleep with the dog. Mad's still there, I think. Peter, Deepy, No Name's asleep probably. I think Farmer Boy's half awake.
Half awake, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning.
We had Casual out in the peanut gallery, but I don't know what happened to him. And Carl,
we've probably got another death.
RT96, Dave, Aaron.
Goodbye, Peanuts.
Who else? Renee and me. Oh, Pip's out there too. Scott Bennett. Oh, scroll. Linzag. Scroll. I think that was about the average collection. RT96 was out there. So I'll see you on Wednesday evening, whatever time, local time that is for anyone.
You'll be on tomorrow.
Nah, not tomorrow
Later,
night.
guys.
Not tomorrow night. There's a radar,
Stay
man.
safe out
There's
there.
a naked person out there. Spanners, quick, pounce.
Radar man. I reckon I know who he is.
Ban him.
Later, everyone.
Did I miss the end?
Admit that.
Bye, Nutters.
Bye.
Bye, Nutters.
Damn, I can't kick him.